goodness, and I appreciate that you all are with me on this lovely day today, continuing our playthrough of U-Boat. I almost said like Sea Hunter, Wolf Underwater, Subnautica. Can you even imagine if you could play Subnautica with a crew? Or, contrary-wise, if occasionally you're doing the U-Boat thing, and then out of nowhere, a sea monster, that would be amazing. Whichever way, hope you're doing very well today. Let's say some hellos to some people, let's chit-chat for a little bit, and let's get back to our fun and fine game we're learning right now. Actually, before that, I want to check. I actually do not know. I want to check. As some of you know, yesterday we... had to end stream kind of abruptly in the middle of a tutorial lesson, and so we couldn't save the game. And so I've left it running all night long. Is the game still running? Oh, look at that! Look who's wasted all the power all night long. That is fantastic. Yes, shame, 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 shame. But yes, indeed, it is still running well, and that makes me delightful, or delighted, rather. Hello quickly to Pi by Millions. Welcome in, Hit People Guy. Hello to Thernanthus with the first command today. Hello to Jerry Moore with the second command today. Hello, Comet, how's it going? Those of you trying to get the first command right away each time, I always wonder, what will it take for someone to make a bot that is constantly checking to see if I'm online, to make sure that their message is the first in chat every single day? Because obviously it's a big prize worth millions and millions of nothing, but I appreciate you trying your best anyway. Good seeing you, Gary. How's it going today? Pepper, Marks, welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello to today's Cyber Oracle. Cyber Oracle, such awesome news over on the Discord. Major accomplishment in your field. Congratulations again. So cool to learn about that for sure. Hello, Elsdol. Lurking Monster Hunter. Oh, Elsa, I hope your gaming goes well. Initially, I read that as Lurking Mouse Hunter, and imagine you had a rodent loose in your home and you're running around chasing it, which seems absolutely delightful for sure. CS Prof, good to see you. Ready for the crossword speed round today. I totally forgot about that. Yes, indeed. Today is the day we go for a crossword world record completion time. Now I say world record, of course. I actually don't want to know what the world record speed time is. Ours, though, pretty fast. We'll see if we can do it in about an hour or so, probably. HPG, good seeing you. Buck Tasty, welcome back to the stream. Thanks for following yesterday. Thanks for returning today. I'm never quite sure if anyone will ever come back, because usually they see me deep in the midst of video gaming, and then the next day they see me standing here like a big dum-dum chit-chatting. But don't worry, gaming will come soon. Soon, I promise. Game Urchin, it's good seeing you. Hello, Blue Link. How's it going today? My friend Shazier, good to see you for sure. Who else is here? Biff. Hi, Biff. Hello to you. Yes, but will there be a cat? I am back, you say. Well, I am also back. Welcome back to you. Welcome back to everyone. Hopefully your weekends are beginning well. I know it's now Friday for the vast majority of you all. Hopefully your weeks, whatever you had to do this week, were accomplished without too much trouble. As I mentioned, I'm still a little under the weather, and so you're not seeing me at my best. You're seeing me at a condition that should probably still be hidden from the human eye. If I were a more brand-conscious streamer, I might go no webcam for a while to hide the shame that is me. But no, I have to show off the old Wrexham shirt because, yes, indeed, tonight Wrexham are playing against Reading, a team that if I were a pure American, I'd read as reading, but no, called Reading. Know very little about them, and so for entirely biased reasons of just wanting my team to win, I'm saying we're gonna get a win tonight. I believe the match is about 11 p.m. tonight, so definitely a good time to stay up nice and late as a person recovering from an illness, but that is what I'm looking forward to more than anything this weekend. Other than that, Namza will probably just hang out at home. She is still unwell, but she is gradually improving. It was a little sad yesterday, a little scary yesterday, I guess. Not that she got especially ill, like she's in bed and coughing and high temperature and so on. Nothing like emergency worthy. But she's such an energetic person usually. Like she's always full of like big intensity. She's a lot of person in a little body where I often think that my personality is somewhat dispersed across all of me and I'm somewhat slower going than she is. And so seeing her like be so like chilled out, but not in a happy way. I don't know, like wasteful or wasting, I guess is the word for it. Was sad. Like something that I really love about her just wasn't there, and I was glad to take care of her. But it was kind of a vision of, oh wow, deep down inside, despite all of her. all of her, I can do everything, I'm force of nature. My wife is vulnerable like the rest of us, of course, and so it was just a sad moment a little bit. But glad to take care of her, glad to help her out. She is on the mend. Her temperature is a little lower now. It's still over 100 degrees Fahrenheit, but she is on antipyretics. She is gradually healing up, and she came down last night for dinner and we sat and talked and held hands and all that good stuff. No, Ozzer, good to seeing you, my friend. Thanks for being with us today. Fairness did some research for us. Thank you. A lot of people claim a personal best time in the Mini of 11 seconds. All right, my personal best is still 16 seconds. So one of these days we'll have to get ourselves down to that 11 seconds. Thinking about all the things that go into speedy crossword solving time, what are some of them? Like speed of reading, speed of reading. Some of them are like dexterity on the keyboard. I'll need to work on every single part of this process to solve it, to be the world's fastest mini crossword solver. But with that said, what's also part of it? How long the answers are, how long the clues are. Do they use complicated words or ones that are easily distinguished? Oh my goodness. It's time for a real training regimen, my friends. Oh, ridiculous. Hey, good to see you, Nazar. I never said hi to you, but hello again. Kat says, Reading exists entirely as a London commuter town. There's literally nothing there. But they have a football club, and that must be absolutely great. Maybe in this year's Football Manager playthrough, we should play as Reading, simply so we can learn more about them. Because the other day, I don't know, Namza was watching something. Oh yeah. Namza's been watching like these ridiculous dating shows. I'm sure she'll come by soon and talk about them. Her favorite series though is called Love is Blind, in which people meet each other without seeing each other. They can go on conversational dates, talking through a wall. And one of the recent seasons is Love is Blind Britain. And there's a person on there from Hertfordshire, and so they're able to talk about the local football club, because we played it on stream probably 3 or 4 years ago. So very glad to do that. What a fun time for sure. And Noms likes these shows so much. and she likes telling me about these shows. And I know you all like hearing them also, so she will surely come by probably next weekend to tell you more about the dating shows that you've been missing. Maybe I should make some like special overlay for Noms's dating show recap of the week, because I know for many of you it is the top part of the week for sure. She recently has been watching Love is Blind Mexico, and unfortunately it falls entirely into the expected stereotypes. But by and large, the people there are very like emotional, like very angry. A lot of yelling, a lot of carrying on, in a way I find perhaps a bit too much. Her favorite is still, of course, Love is Blind Japan, where everyone sits there very carefully with their journals and asks detailed questions about family of origin and other things that are far too serious to make compelling television out of. Anyway. What's up with you all? What's been going on? Any weekend plans? Anything you're looking forward to? Normally on a weekend, I would say, man, I plan to do this and that, but I would not be surprised if we don't leave the house this weekend, except perhaps go to the grocery store, maybe to go for a quick walk down the block. I just can't see either having enough energy to do much past that. But are any of you going camping? Do you have movies you want to see? Is it time for yard work? As the month of August gradually winds down, I know for some of you it's going to turn towards, let's think about the autumn, let's think about getting ready for the winter. Oh, pretty soon Hi, Shil, you got enforced rest. You have mild pneumonia. Hope you get feeling better soon. Illness. No good, my friend. Hope you get feeling better very soon, though, Heischel, and I'm glad we can keep you company while you're not feeling so good. I know it's, as I said the other day when I was not so well, I know it's, yeah, it's a difficult thing to feel lonely and disconnected, so I'm glad that you can be connected here with people who are having a good time and enjoying hanging out. But, yeah, other than that, if you got stuff you want to share, feel free to share. If you don't feel like sharing, that's fine, too. We're here to serve, we're here to entertain, and so today, while trying to decide what I could do to entertain you, alright, I mentioned this on stream about a week and a half ago. I do not know if it's actually worth sharing with people, but we'll see. Oh, but wait, a new message. Hello, Biff, good to see you. You've been enjoying playing Eastside Hockey Manager. Oh, maybe I move on too fast. I ask questions and wait a little while. I need to wait longer while I'll type, I'm sorry. I wonder what this game is. Hello, Fritz, good seeing you. So East Side Hockey Manager. Okay. Is this... The item is unavailable in my region? Is this game full of anti-emperor propaganda? Are you attempting to say down with the nation of Japan? It might be titled differently here, or it is entirely possible that... Wow. I don't know if Japanese people know what hockey is, so... Yeah, franchise I know is the one I'm more familiar with. These are different ones, though, unfortunately. No. You can be anti-imperial here. That was mostly just a joke. Japan has very, very loose censorship laws in general. In some measure less strongly drawn than the United States, but I don't want to talk about why that is. So there's actually a different way I can look at the American version. It's by going to this view instead and then pulling up this here. Incidentally, yesterday I've been playing Blatro. I will not be playing on stream, but I've heard so many good things about it. I thought it was just a card game, just a poker game, but no, ultimately ends up being I don't know, what do you even call it? It's kind of a deck builder in some measure, but it's also a strategy game. It's a weird game. It's a very, very good game, but it's a weird game for sure. All right, let's see here. So the game we're discussing, oh gosh, oh no. Okay, we're fine. It was loading a page that I'm 99% sure would have a real name on it. Because someone bought a game last night and forgot to reset that. All right, we're fine. Everything's good. Okay, so it's East Side Hockey Manager. There it is. All right, very good. Offers fans the most realistic, in-depth, and immersive simulation of hockey management available, giving the chance to manage either a club or country in any of the world's top hockey-playing nations. Well, Sweden. Of course, Sweden. Of course. So truthfully, I know nothing at all about hockey. I am aware that it has like 3 periods of play. I know there's a person who wears a lot of armor, who blocks the goal. That's about it. I know the name Bobby Orr only because it's in the crossword puzzle regularly, but yeah, I mean, obviously looks like a... Oh, do you not get to see the players play? Do you instead watch it on this kind of view? Because I was gonna say it reminds me very much of Football Manager, of course. Like, Football Manager, of course, has the view, though, where you can see the little characters running around from here and there, but it's on a 2015 engine. Okay, it's an older engine. Got it. That's cool, though. Looks delightful. And so is it like Football Manager? Before you're able to like gradually build up your team and deal with the frustrations of injuries and all the rest, and you're responsible for bringing your team to glory? Very cool. The other day I was recommended once again to play out of the park baseball, to have a little season of baseball strategy before our season of football strategy, and we'll see. The community keeps the rosters updated annually. Oh, it's so cool. That's a lot of work, I'm guessing, for a community to do, but that's very cool. Thank you, Bit, for telling me about that game. I appreciate that. Other things happening this weekend. Cyber Oracle is cleaning up the yard and starting a second doublet and hose project. Have you finished your first one? Have you finished the first outfit that you're making right now, or do you have to do more than a few of them? Like, are you making the outfit for a whole traveling band? Will you be outfitting your D&D club, possibly? Oh, yesterday I had the opportunity to talk with a dungeon master for a while. He was streaming, just a really nice guy, and getting his insight on what makes effective dungeon mastering. I started thinking, oh, could I be a dungeon master? Could I lead a story time Dungeons and Dragons? I realized that I don't have the time to do so, nor do I have people locally with whom I'm doing it, or would do it, but I don't know. It sounds like it might be kind of fun. If I could find players who were game and didn't want to ruin my creation. The problem is, the first time I first time I tried playing D&D, it was so frustrating because there's one guy there who was really drunk and kept talking over everyone and wanted to make his character the star of every single scene. And it was so dispiriting. And unfortunately, that's my sense of what D&D is. And I know it's not. Like, I know that so many people have really great experiences and enjoy themselves so much, but it was such an awkward, uncomfortable, sad experience that it makes me not want to try again for fear of having the exact same experience. Again. So, I don't know. Maybe at some point down the road we'll have a resorty D&D arc, but probably not right away at least. If I ever play D&D with my best friends, they'll destroy my creation and my preparation. To be adaptable. But there's different ways to destroy it, right? So yesterday the guy I was speaking with said he loves it when players are creative, right? He loves it when players surprise him and make the game more interesting and fuller in some way. And I love that. But the guy I was playing with before seemed like he just wanted to undermine everything. It was kind of... I'm not sure I can explain the difference well enough without some serious thought, but it just didn't feel like it was making a better story. It seemed like he was uninterested in what other players were trying to do, or the DM's hints he was giving about, like, I'm not really enjoying this. I don't know. So, it's how it goes. Good seeing you today, Dread Oreo. Hello to Her Eminence. Yes, indeed, UBOAT is the game of the day. It is indeed. Probably playing about 10 minutes or so. It's coming real soon. Back below the deep once more. Other people saying, if no that type, DM should have taken them aside. Maybe so. One player can ruin the experience. Probably so. Yeah, I don't know. It's possible I was overly sensitive as a new player also who wasn't quite sure what he was doing. But it was just annoying. And like, we talked afterwards, the DM and I, and he said I'd try to talk to the guy, but not so good. That's how it goes, though. How it goes. One of these days I might try it again. But I think it might be fun to try to be a DM. There are other systems and themes and worlds you can DM than D&D. Yeah. I mean, we've discussed before the gangbusters world that I enjoyed having a game from back in my teen years. Maybe I should learn about gangbusters DMing. I don't know. I promise that if I start thinking more seriously about this, you will all be the first to know. I will ask your suggestions for what kind of books I should buy and read like a big old nerd, because we do definitely around these parts. And I don't know. You really love the Amber Diceless system and world. What on earth is the... wrong button? What on earth is the Amber Diceless? Amber Diceless. Role-playing game created and set by Eric Wichik in the fictional universe created by author Roger Zazani for his Chronicles of Amber. I know nothing about any of those words. It's based on a set of books. Okay. It's unusual when there are no dice for resolving conflicts. Instead, a simple dice system of comparative ability and narrative description of actions by player and GM. Huh. I mean, I do kind of like the removal of randomness. I shouldn't say that, I know. Yeah, I don't know. I need to think about this. I don't know enough to have a real basis for judgment. I know like how cool it can be to have a inept character suddenly succeed beautifully with that natural 20 or whatever. I know how maddening it can be for a character who is exceptional to fail hard by rolling a 1, but at the same time, I can imagine just being nice to like tell stories together, right? That's fundamentally what it is. It's cooperative storytelling. It's sharing a narrative together, and I like that. I like that quite a bit. Failure can be awesome in tabletop games. I don't mean to doubt that. I'm sure it's true. Yeah, it's probably a matter of how it's sold. Probably a matter of how the story is told. But I don't have enough experience. I shouldn't say anything more because I do not have enough experience. I know many of you have been playing and DMing for generations. You come from a D&D family, obviously. All right, other quick topics mentioned before I want to respond to all these fine things. HPG are currently looking at the Work Network, gathering data about devices that should be gotten rid of. Oh my goodness. Don't tell the devices. They've put in their service. They're trying to do well. All they've done is their duty thus far, you know. Make sure you give them a good send-off, maybe a little birthday cake, possibly a pension. But good luck with that, my friend. Hopefully, what's the word for that? Is that like right-sizing the network? Is it removing? Is it like pairing? I don't know what you call it, but good luck with that work for sure. Mark says there's a big agricultural show on tomorrow. He spent most of the day finishing prep for it. Mark, if you don't mind, are you showing at the agricultural show, or are you instead viewing? Will someone in your family be showing off their best pie and their finest jarred okra? Or are you doing something else there? Hope it's awesome regardless. I do kind of miss agricultural shows. Growing up in the Midwest is very common. I would go to those at least once a year, and now I almost never see them at all, unfortunately. Blue Link says you've been growing fonder of the Kids on Bike system. So this is something I actually do know about. Okay. So it's a rules-light tabletop role-playing game. I can't say much about it, except one of my colleagues uses this in his classrooms. I haven't seen how he does it. I don't know what he does with it. All I know is that he uses the backbone of this system for in-class role-playing as something more than just like arguing back and forth all day. So, yeah, this is a thing I'm aware of. I'll need to look more into it to have an interesting conversation, as usual. That's how it goes. Will the ag show have shampooed and blow-dried cows? I mean, I always love watching the kids taking care of the animals. I don't like thinking about the part where the kid has to sell their animal for meat. I know that's how it goes, but it's always a sweet thing to see, like, the care and responsibility that's happening there. It's pretty cool. Friends, the first ad break is coming right now. This is, of course, the marker we tend to start thinking game-wise afterwards. Thanks for hanging out for the first ad. It's 3 minutes, and then back to maybe chit-chat, some gaming is how it goes. Mark, you usually help with the setup for the ag show. Okay. Very cool. I hope you enjoy seeing people enjoying the fruits of your labors, though. That's good. Gary, when you play D&D, you have a bad habit of wanting to be the star, wanting to be most powerful. Totally get that. I think a lot of people have that, and probably part of being a good D&D player, a good D&D tablemate is suppressing that. Yeah, I think it's probably true in any social situation for sure. Yeah, definitely got it. All right, the other thing I was thinking of doing today, my friends, this is the entertainment over this ad break before we get to the game, is about a week and a half. Viewer history teacher Steve mentioned that his class was currently doing work on the citizenship test in the United States. The way in which people have to answer this general trivia about the U.S. governments and history test to get themselves ready to be accepted as citizens. And the standard line is that people who are American citizens by birth will not do well on this compared to those who have chosen to have citizenship. And so usually with high school students, you show them this thing, they take it, ha ha ha, you're very bad. I'm wondering how I will do. And so with no preparation, other than thinking this thought for a week or so, with no preparation, I've decided that before this day, I will show whether I deserve to be a voting member of American society or whether they ought to take my citizenship away and make me go live in Wales or something. So let's see how this goes. It has been a long time since I've taken civics. I do teach political philosophy. As I always say, though, this has nothing to do with the actual work of governments and everything to do with like general ideas about how it could work. So let's see. U.S. citizenship test practice? Does that work? Okay. The 2008 Civics Practice Test is a study tool to help you test your knowledge of U.S. history and government. Use this online tool in English to prepare for the civics portion of the naturalization test. The Civics Practice Test is also available in Spanish, but please note the actual test is in English. So the actual test is not multiple choice. Wow. There's up to 10 questions from a list of 100 questions. You have to have 60% done. All right. So, yeah. So we have 20 questions, which is double what you'd normally have. And we'll be having multiple choice also. That's all good. The government hasn't changed 2008, it's true. I wonder why they have 2008 here. If we're going to study for the test, is that the only special? Yep, 2008 is what they put forward as the current exemplar, it looks like. So we'll work with that one and see what's what. Getting speed dial to the State Department ready? Oh no. That's right. If I'm ill, they can't blame me for getting them all wrong. Here we go, team. Here we go. It'd be horrible. I'm gonna go a little bigger so y'all can see it too. Who is father of our country? My friends, that's good old honest Abe Washington. George Washington is called the father of our country. He was the general of the American Army during the War of Independence, the first president of the United States. He became a symbol for the new government. His image is on the $1 bill. Many places are named for George Washington. The capital of the United States is named Washington, D.C. One of the 50 states is named Washington. That's great. How could he father an entire country? The man was a cad. I think, like, never mind. We're not going to do commentary on the civics exam. Okay, fine. Next question. Name one state that borders Canada. Okay, of these, only Maine does. South Dakota has North Dakota above it. Rhode Island is in the mess that is New England. And Oregon is south of Washington state. So Maine. There are 13 states that border Canada. You can see them all listed there. Canada is the country to the north of the United States. The U.S. border with Canada changed many times in American history, not changed since 1846. That was the Alaskan Purchase? I don't know. Next up, we elect a U.S. senator for how many years? Oh, good Lord. I think it's 6 years. It may not be 6 years. One moment. So I'll tell you, with God as my witness, I was ready to say 8. And then I looked and did not see an 8. I think it's 6 years. The president is definitely 4 years. I'm fairly sure no one's on 10 years. Let's see if I'm wrong. Whew! We elect U.S. senators for 6 years. Senators can run for as many of their terms as they want. The jobs represent all the people of their state in the Senate. Hooray! Hooray! Okay, so far so good. Next up, what is one promise you make when you become a United States citizen? A. Never travel outside the United States. B. Not defend the Constitution and laws of the United States. C. To disobey the laws of the United States. That one's awkwardly presented. Or D. Give up loyalty to other countries. So dual citizenship's allowed. Learn, I'm not sure what loyalty means. All right, let's make sure I don't have this wrong. So you do not promise to disobey. You do not promise to not defend. So I guess you do have to promise to give up loyalty. As before, I don't know what loyalty means, but assuming I'm right here, this is the reason why Japan does not allow dual citizenship. Traditional understanding of Japanese citizenship is you can only be loyal to one country. And so if you're a citizen of Japan and somewhere else, and they go to war, what happens? There you go. You promise to be loyal to the United States and give up loyalty to other countries. I don't know what loyalty means. What does loyalty mean? Very confusing. All right, next up. What is one thing that Benjamin Franklin is famous for? A. The youngest member of the Constitutional Convention. B. Inventor of the aeroplane. C. A U.S. diplomat. Or D. The third president of the U.S. C. U.S. diplomat. He went to France, where he wrote a delightful... Never mind. If you've not read his essays from France, you're missing out. 1706 to 1790, he's an inventor, a writer, he made some eyeglasses, also made the post office, etc. That's right, first postmaster general. I'm sorry, we have lots of questions, I'll keep it going, I'm sorry. Why does the flag have 50 stars? 50 states, boom! 50 states, boom! Okay. What are two rights of everyone in the U.S.? Freedom of religion and freedom to make treaties, no. Freedom of speech and freedom to run presidents, no, you have to be a naturalized citizen. Freedom to petition, freedom to disobey traffic laws, no. Speech and religion, boom. All right, good. Who's the commander-in-chief? Gosh, it's the elected president. Boom, there you go. Well, who does a U.S. senator represent? The entirety of the state of which they were elected, from which they were elected. Let's see, all the people's state. Good. All right. When was the Constitution written? Okay, so 1787 or 89? It's definitely 89 or 87. Can't remember which one it is. Well. I think it's 89. I'm ready to be wrong on this one. Oh, time for me to get deported at once. The Constitution written in 1787. Womp. The American Army won the War of Independence in 1783, etc. Very good. Who was president during the First World War? It's Woodrow Wilson. House of Rep has how many voting members? 435. All right. Before he was president, Eisenhower was the general. What war was he in? Friends, thank goodness they played Hearts of Iron recently. He was in World War II. You might be aware he was the... what on earth we did in Hearts of Iron American playthrough? Right, he was the leader of the army that led the defense of Washington during the assault of Virginia during the fascist revolution. Hey, there he is. Hey, buddy. All right. Name two national holidays. Not that. I don't know what Citizenship Day is. I don't think there is such a thing. So I assume it's Labor Day and Thanksgiving for national holidays. Is there a Citizenship Day? I have no idea. No idea. What oceans to the east of the U.S.? The Atlantic. Very good. We can I go back on that question? I think only the Atlantic had the ocean marker here. I think all the other ones said like Pacific Ocean, etc. Can I chat with Emma for funsies? I mean, I was thinking of using her to phone a friend at some point, but we'll see. What movement tried to end racial discrimination? How about civil rights movement? See, I don't understand this. I think it was the case in the last one also. Like, why does it not say prohibition movement, women's suffrage movement, conservation movement? It's only civil rights movement. That's the right answer. I know some of you work for the government, and so you probably, in this moment, see everything wrong with this great nation of ours. But, all right, there you go. All right, we got 3 more to go, friends. Who makes laws? The Congress makes the law. All right. When was the Declaration of Independence adopted? July 4, 1776. That's good. Who wrote the Declaration of Independence? Golly gosh, Jefferson did. Very good. And last one for now. Name the U.S. war between the North and the South. The Civil War. The War of Northern Aggression. All right, team, there you go. With 19 right and 1 wrong. That's an A grade. Woo! What a fun time. What a fun time. All right, I think that's enough. Friends, it's time to start playing video games. Is it video games o'clock? Oh, goodness. All right. Hello to everyone. Hello, Buttocanitis. Good seeing you. Hello, Hard Drive. Good seeing you. Friends, I'm sure there's more opening blather we could do. I'm sure there's more topics of fun we could have, but we don't want to keep the good people waiting anymore, and so we can do some of this. Here it is. Very good, very good. So, weren't we in an event yesterday? I thought we'd come alongside. I thought we'd come alongside some other ship, and we're learning to board it. Huh. Well, that's exciting. Eka asks, why do students do badly at that test? I mean, part of it's just ignorance, right? Part of it's just that youngsters are youngsters, and so they don't experience the world and know as much. That said, I think part of it's also the kind of things that as an adult I've attended to are definitely different than the sort of things that the average bear does. Yes, indeed, the game has been unpaused all night. Friends, the war is over. Oh no. We've been just driving in circles. The game just saved. All right, so it's possible. Huh. Okay, you know what? Do you know what? 1 second. I must have unpaused it this morning when I started stream. This is 10 minutes before stream starts. Or maybe it all stays all night long, it's true. All right, let's go back to this one, see if I accidentally unpaused it when I was getting stream to start. Because I'm pretty sure that yesterday's saving and loading was not possible. Okay. So, how did we find the neighbors? If we have the main menu, oh, good call, because we're in a tutorial. The issue, though, I don't want to do the whole tutorial again, but maybe we'll need to do the whole tutorial again. Let's see. That's fine. We need to find how to restart tutorial missions. Someone wants to play this game, or see me play this game, then sitting here for like half an hour, listening to me blather on about citizenship exam, and now this. Oh boy, folks. Oh boy, folks. Do I have to redo all the tutorial then? Okay, so these are things that... Yeah, this is the current quest, I guess. I'm sorry, Her Eminence. I'm sorry you had to listen to me blather along. And there's some nice person who came by from yesterday's stream also. Any clever solutions team? No, I refuse to skip the tutorial. What's this? Tactical map. Huh. Empty. Oh, what do I do? So I think I've broken the tutorial to the point it does not tell me to do. If I go ahead and speed up quite a bit, will the tutorial say, you must return to your mission? It most certainly does not. If I zoom out quite a bit, am I allowed to just go wherever I want to go? Can I go help with the invasion of Poland? Okay, so if we go to the main menu again, we could probably speed run the first bit of the tutorial, I suspect. Oh, I didn't mean to continue. No. You must be losing such confidence in me. Why do you choose Resorty as the place to get your gaming content if you can't be trusted to maintain a save file? Alright, we're gonna push the new game button. Here we go, team. Oh, do I have to make Resorty all over again? Oh, this is most distressing. I've had COVID, that's all? Yes, thank you. I have a permanent excuse, that's great. Alright, you were voice 3. You were slightly overweight, that's correct. You had this on. You had those pants. Those pants? Those pants. You had accessory number 1, a pair of pipe. Number 2, some glasses. You had that hat on also. Your hair was like comb over. You had slight stubble, heavy stubble, slight stubble. Your hair color was brown. Complexion was 1. Boom, done. Your name was... What was it? Was it Klaus Resorty or something? I don't remember right now. Ah, Rolf Zorty, thank you. Rolf Zorty. Gotta do it right, gotta do it right. Had a little stretch out on the floor there, feel much better now. Alright, loading, all good. These were German, absolutely. I left the German voice mode on. We could change the entire language over if we want to. This game on Apple is called iBoat, O-U-O-U-O-U-Boat. Alright, we'll begin to rush through things until we get to the part of the game we're playing yesterday. I will read absolutely nothing. Number 1 is buy stuff I believe. Hello Slivers, good seeing you. Mission number 1, buy some stuff. Talk to buy some stuff guy. We end up buying a whole bunch of fruit. Everybody loves fruit. And then fuel also. If you're not... Okay, select later missions. That's a great question. That's a very good question. We can just jump a little later. Hello, Slivers! Hello, Fully! Hope I'm feeling better. I'm definitely better than I was a few days ago. Probably the same as I was yesterday, I suspect. Just drag these over. Buy 30 of these. That's 1,000. Good gosh. Is my keyboard not working? Game volume, where'd you go? Hooray, cat. So, buy them all, whatever's fine. All right, when the mission's over, I will attempt to jump forward to the next mission and see. Okay, torpedoes also. Go ahead and fill them up with this thing. Good. We now load onto the boat, skip the wait. I believe that'll be the end of the first day. Hooray! All right, now may I jump forward to the one we were working on yesterday? I may. All right, friends. I will not make you learn about travel and diving because we know travel and diving well. It's time to return to the torpedo attack. All right, we're going to learn about attacking enemy shipping. Number 1, we have to go find a U-boat and such over here. So we go and right-click on it and head that direction. We then push this button and go to 3rd speed forward, half power. Nice. We go in team? We go in team. I'm sorry, I just need to continue speed rating at this point. So we'll go to this screen and go 1,800 time compression. So I believe on this mission, the AI has all of my officers refuse to do their jobs. And so I have to gradually teach them how to do all their work again. And yeah, for now we're working to get, are we out of port? I do want to see if during this tutorial I'm allowed to do all the jobs myself, or if instead it has to be done by the other sailors and officers, and then I've got to eventually try it myself, but we'll see, we'll see. There we go. Now we're moving at quick pace. So if I just pushed the right click button and moved us again, I apologize. There we go. Go in the right direction again. All fine. Let's go 15,000 speed instead. The Oregon Museum of Science and Industry has a submarine you can walk through. Oh, cool. The Chicago one does also, I think. Yeah, when I was a youngster, I remember enjoying walking through a submarine that they have on display there. Fascinating thing. I wonder if how many decommissioned naval vessels end up at various museums around the world. Very good, you've arrived here. Welcome to the boat. This part where they take everyone off the stations. Very good. So now we're going to use the hydrophone to listen for the other vessel. For that, though, we need to go under the water. And I'm going to go ahead and slow down our ridiculous speed for the time being. Hydrophone can be manned by any trained officer, but radio men excel. Am I allowed to just do this myself? Or do I have to make Harry do so? So, are you the hydrophone? Yes, I believe this is the hydrophone here. Use the handle to adjust our bearing. Wait, maybe not. Is this the hydrophone? I'm enjoying moving things. I don't see any other item to interact with here, unfortunately. So maybe I can't use the You can use it not the tutorial though. Okay, thank you, Game Merchant. Tutorial, I just have to do what it tells us to do. That is fine. Grubzilla, good seeing you, my friend. Hello, hello. Alright, so Harry, rise and shine. Get to work there, thank you. Game Merchant, you said you last played this game back, like, what, 8 years ago or something? A very long time ago. Have you tried it again since? Or are you going to try it at some point soon? We wait for the officer now to detect the other vessels. Am I allowed to mess with him by turning the crank behind his back? Don't think so. These are below the tanks. All ballast tanks flooded. Do I want that? Not sure I should have done that, but we hear the ship forward. We plot an interception course with control right click. Well done, on the way. Okay. We've almost caught up to where we were in the tutorial previously. So go ahead and speed up the game to get us that location. The game complains that everyone is not doing their jobs. This is again because the AI took them off their jobs. It is now complaining about it's doing what it did. Gamer, you broke tutorial 3 times and vouched for the instructions. I have this great desire to break tutorials also. I just want to try stuff and see what happens. But I know that my duty is to just follow the rules, thank you. Smoke on the water, but a bump fire on the sky. Okay, I believe we're still moving closer. I can send a report home. If I click on these reports as they pop up to get more and more Admiral bucks. If you don't know the song Unter der Admiral's Flag, you're really missing out. It's a fantastic little flugelhorn-driven march. Reach the target. Wasn't it supposed to pop up with, and now do this thing? How did I break it this time? I was following the rules. So I think the next thing is to send the officer guy, the war hero, up to the conning tower to calculate torpedoes. I went away from it. Oh, is it because I clicked briefly in the wrong spot? Oh. Have I broken the tutorial again? The tutorial is very, very fiddly, I guess is the word. What is the button to get here? Oh, visual copy. We're good. We're found it. Found it. So this bit of smoke is indeed what we're looking for. Whew. Glad we caught that. Glad we caught that. Awesome. The sailor using the periscope spotted the freighter. Alarm. The crew works hard at cost of stress. Did the alarm basically found a ship possibly? Possibly. Okay, the most effective weapon at disposal are the G7 torpedoes that carry a 280 kilogram warhead. Aside from sheer power that may rip a ship apart, they do not reveal your position to the enemy. They're the primary weapon. To use them must first engage in a torpedo calculation. So Johann Rieger must go to this position. It wasn't Johann, but that's fine. Having selected the officer, click on the enemy cargo ship with the right mouse button to calculate torpedo course. Very good! Officer Rieger now calculates the course of the torpedo. I hope I can rename all these people. I look forward to renaming them after German versions of viewers and subscribers' names. It'll be great. We're now engaged in beep boop calculations. Enemy ships at battle stations. Wait. Have we actually been detected this time? Enemy ship at battle stations. Oh my goodness. All right. You can rename people? Fantastic. So, time to launch them. Select enemy ship with the left mouse button. Select the highlighted button to open the torpedo tubes. Click on at least 3 tubes to flood them with seawater. I love it says at least 3 tubes. We have, exactly 3 tubes. Alright, all flooded. We're all flooding. We see the water lines going up there. Before you launch the salvo, you should always wait until this light comes on. It signals the torpedoes have a correct gyro angle, ready to fire. Fire! Whew. I guess we're like heading towards the enemy ship while being on the surface. Is that correct? Yeah, we're at the surface. Pure foolishness. Now we wait. I think last time I ran upstairs in hopes of finding the ship. I'm gonna try it again. I wish to climb, please. Yes. Oh, right, you go to the map and watch them come in that way. Let's see if I can find them this way. Hello?
40 Sekunden bis Torpedoeinschlag.
Exterior pressure 0, going up.
30 Sekunden.
30 seconds. There it is. Do I have binoculars?
20
Searchlight. We see it. The zoom in does nothing. B for binoculars. Oh, it works!
10 Sekunden bis Einschlag. Feindliches gut gemacht. Gut gemacht. Sie gehen unter. Feuer an Deck.
I realize that's just the tutorial, but that's the first time I've ever seen the success of my actions. Keeping the men alive, going from place to place in the water, boring. This, though, is where it's at. The freighter is finished. Now, as I said last time, that is a civilian ship. That said, we were told they're at battle stations, so either them or us. And we chose them. Original report mentioned 2 freighters headed to the area. The second one may also be around. Let's return to the surface and do something. B, pause stop? Okay. Alright, good to be back. Select good old Rieger again before I proceed. Rieger, that is you.
Ich erwarte Ihre Befehle.
Send him to observe the surroundings from the conning tower. Right. And then I know he needs to have 2 additional friends to help him in a moment. Although Rieger has not found anything nearby, it's still possible the freighter is nearby, but beyond the current sight range. Let's assign him some help. Your crew is composed of officers like Rieger, but also regular sailors. Officers take direct orders from you and have direct control over them. You can find ports for them in the bottom right part of the screen. Regular sailors are boring nothings. We ignore them, except when it's time to put them to work. Rieger gets some friends.
Ja.
Excellent. It gives a bonus to sight and to aiming speed also. I like to imagine that the sailors just cheer him on. Come on, boss, you can do it! Squint harder! Alright, the second cargo ship has been found. It flies a Swedish flag, but we're not quite sure if it's trying to skip to an enemy port under blockade. Also might be an enemy ship. Let's check that out. Let's right-click there first. And as yesterday, we see a torpedo of ours flying off into the Never Never land of somewhere else. Go and send a message home that we've managed to sink a ship. Oh, I'm guessing you don't want to send messages out when you're trying to not be discovered. It's not like a telephone line that's always on. Instead, it's a matter of needing to surface and message from time to time. So we are indeed at the surface. We are indeed just above the water. floating along. And we've nearly caught up to where we were yesterday. Yesterday we were about to board an enemy vessel. I'm going to do the same thing today. So I'm still not quite sure what this thing means. Do any of you have like strong naval knowledge? Help me out. Yeah, a flashlight. That's perfect. This game is something to turn into a horror game, isn't it? But is it like showing me my relative depth? Is it bars of pressure? These G's? I don't know how any of this works. But it is currently at 4, whatever it is. I also want to know what the yellow substance is, but I also kind of don't want to know what the yellow substance is. Alright. Hello, man. Good to see you. Am I kind of like swaggering through here? Do I have a limp? Am I a war hero? I surely must be a war hero. It doesn't do a horror game till 44. Alright, settle down, you. Settle down. I like that we're all together watching the torpedoes. Hello, Lorenz. Hello, Schwarz. Hello, Vogel. Hello, Falk. I don't know who any of you people are. You're doing great, though. Let's go back to the map mode and see what is what. So, again, can't move map there. Here, and then map. 6 kilometers to go. We'll go and speed up just a little bit. A lot of bits. I do wonder what caused that earlier alarm. I don't recall pushing a button for it. I may have pushed the wrong button, though. Okay, so coaster. Does anyone know why something is called a coaster? Like, I know a coaster is an object that goes underneath a vessel of liquid in order to make sure condensation is not going to the table. I know about roller coasters. I know about, that's all the coasters I know. What is a coaster when it comes to the world of nautical enjoyment? It looks like it has a hat. A German hat at that. So how close do we need to get before... I think it's the case that my AI is forcing us into a direct engagement. A coaster is involved in coastal trade or staying near the coast. Oh, interesting. Thank you for that. As opposed to a deeper water vessel. Cool. All right, time for this. The freighter's unarmed, seems not to be escorted, and flies a neutral flag. The prize rules say we can sink it if we're certain they're headed towards enemy port. If we lack such certainty, ideally we should investigate what it's carrying and verify its destination by performing an inspection. We however have reason to feel certain, we can just go ahead and communicate we're going to sink it. Let's send the delegation over. Friends, welcome to the page where we stopped yesterday. Officers have different kinds of skills that can be used when you send them on missions. That said, routine inspection does not matter who you send. Now we can learn about what kinds of abilities people could possibly have. And people wear different hats here, it looks like. So Rolf Zordi, that's a us, is a leader. Take care of crew matters and control devices meant for visual observation. And tougher than most that can stand more damage. He receives an additional health point. Are we thinking about a away team right now? Then we make sure we have like at least one Worf, a couple of red shirts. Do we only send our officers over? Oh no, there are indeed, like the enlisted men also. And then 6, I don't know, like life preservers possibly? We'll see. Friedrich Zetzia is an engineer and has connections. The officer meets all class requirements for missions at headquarters. Hubert Leimkuhler is an engineer also and speaks the Ego. Joachim Reiger is a leader and tough as well. And Hara von Dretsky, a radio man and a diver, was trained in the use of diving suits and performs all tasks 50% faster while diving to sunk wrecks. We can dive to sunk wrecks? The variety of elements of the game we're learning just by looking at the skills page makes me very, very happy. All right, English speaker, you're leading this thing. Very good! Your men need explosives in case you had to scuttle the ship. Click on the highlighted slot. Now click the explosives in the window to give them to the officer. There's also combat helmets, breathing apparatuses, and coffee. I was hoping so much we could share the coffee with the people we're investigating. See, I want to be one of those kinds of interrogators. You make a nice relationship, you go for some walks from time to time. On the walks, you talk about, how was life back home? Let's forget the war. How'd you go through your schooling? Oh, what'd you learn? Oh, that's fascinating. Oh, that's what we're gonna do for sure. Anyway, for right now, we send along the demolition charge, the package used to sink some ships. Alright, ready to go, send the officer. May I send more than one person? No, I don't want to break the tutorial. Just do what we're doing. There are also ranks. Ranks. I don't know what that means. For right now, let's go, let's go. Delegation sent. Please wait while delegation travels to the destination. 2, 1. Here we go. After climbing the deck, your crew faces a cold welcome from the cargo ship's crew. What do you want? Asked the captain in German without exchanging any pleasantries. This is a neutral ship. You shouldn't be here. Alright, as of right now, I'm allowed to ask the captain for shipping documents. In the future, I can search cargo holds, order evacuation, or just leave. We ask the documents and what kind of cargo is on the ship. You request the captain's documents that detail the cargo on the ship and its destination. A flicker of unease crosses his face, and he produces the papers with a slight hesitation. As you carefully review their contents, his hands clench and unclench, a bead of sweat forming on his brow. According to the documents, the ship is headed to the port of Liverpool, what? And it's carrying raw resources. It seems this ship is trading with blockaded allied ports, and it's a fair prize for you to sink it. What should we do next? We confirm the freighter's involved in military activities. We can sink it without risking an international incident. I'm a little bummed I can't just secure it for one of our cargo ships to come and take it for scrap. Isn't metal needed back in the Reich? I don't know. We order the people off of it. I'm grateful that I have to do that, because I'm sure some of you want me to send the Swedes to the bottom of the ocean. You tell the captain that orders oblige you to sink this freighter, and they must evacuate immediately. Captain isn't happy with this outcome, but clearly accepts there's nothing he can do to avoid it from happening. He doesn't respond to you, but instead starts to shout out his crew and organize evacuation of the freighter. I realize while watching me play this game, perhaps more than any previously, it becomes immediately apparent why I could never ever do the military thing. I would struggle so much with these nice people, this nice boat. Alright, next up we go to the engine room. Lots of things to do here. My goodness, the variety of choices we're going to have when we're playing the tutorial is amazing. No, I want to just take those bananas home. Don't plant the demolition explosives, take the bananas. Here we go. I push the button to plant the demolition items. Well done, Skipper! Come back to port anytime. So it's actively sinking now. Can we see it actively stinking? Yeah, we just see it's now wreckage. So maybe we tell our people back home that there is wreckage for them to go pick these 2 locations, and we trust that. Why am I so concerned with not being wasteful? Some key part of this playthrough is there's only so many things in this world. I want them all for myself. I don't know. Send that mission home, and the mission completed. Back home we go. Plenty of fuel, not gonna have to row. I think I've been traumatized by playing RPGs. It's exactly what it is. I need to have all of my health potions stored. I need those bananas. Looting as piracy, I can't do that. All right, very well. I do not care enough men to make up a prize crew, take a captured port, while towing with a sub be impractical. This is amazing though. I just want to chain it to the sub and drag it home. We can use the torpedoes firing backwards to give more propulsion. Oh look, we're all saluting! Music is very quiet, isn't it? Alright, we came back as heroes this day. Good work with completing the last training mission, Captain. Oh no. Oh, last here means prior, not final. We're good. I recommend you to hone your skills further and start the next training mission. Alright. Real quick, the game music is so inconsistent. I wish it were just a little bit regularized, as I always say while playing these games. I'll turn it up a little bit more and see what I can do. Alright. Click on the highlighted officer. Where is the highlighted officer? There you are, there you are. Alright. More orders for us. Hey, Chaotic, you bought this game a year ago and never got past the tutorials. We're working on that right now. I want to master this game. Hopefully. Okay. They really want me to go back and do the one I skipped. No. Next up is Training: Patrol. This mission will guide you through a first patrol. It explains these topics: patrolling the marked area, crisis management. Uh-oh. Takes 25 minutes, medium difficulty. Here we go. Welcome, Skipper! During this mission, we'll practice a first real-world patrol at sea. I'll accompany you and do my best to ensure we return in one piece back to port. Open the map, plan the voyage ahead. Your orders are to complete a patrol in a variety of squares. I feel like I should write these down. Click on the marked point using a right mouse button to plot a path to the area. Please note, if it's too far to plot a path in one shot, you can use Shift plus right mouse button to append intermediate points. That's very, very cool. So, we start over here, I believe, in the North Sea? Well, I don't remember where I'm docked up right now. Ah, there we go. All right, so number one, Shift right mouse button. Great. And then, I'm guessing the green shows me all the places I need to go. As worry at some point the green will go away, but for right now we just mark there and they'll figure out, I'm sure. Everything is ready, it's time to undock once more. This is the one thing at which I'm competent, is making us go forward. I didn't restock the ship. We had no concern yet about having no food. Oh, reputation points. Looking forward to gaining more of those. We can watch ourselves. I cannot be able to swing around the ship. There we go. We can watch ourselves leave port for once. All these happy Fraus and Hares. Is it what? Herren und Fraulein? It's like that. Fräulein? Frau? Fraus? Sorry, German speakers. Making a mockery of your language too, by only half remembering. All these hard-working people, though, and we are here for their defense. What is it? Good men must do evil things so that good people can live in peace. There you go. I know my mottos, don't you worry. Alright, I'll go to the map now. Unfortunately, it seems that my city is just boxes with lights. I do wonder if during the daytime, one can see people out and about doing their shopping and singing about bread and eggs being too expensive. Though that'd be a lot of resources spent on things that are probably irrelevant with respect to the submersible battling. Alright, hello map. Let's go and speed it up quite a bit. So I know there's a maximum simulation speed while in port. I wonder why that is exactly.
145 Grad.
There must be some reason for it. I see our compressed air is not low. Or sorry, it's not full, rather. That's the kind of thing I actually know how to fix already. So let me go ahead and use the air compressor. Hello? Someone else is using it first. Clear the way for your captain. No, not like that. No, all of you. All right. Am I allowed to use... Oh, no, what's happening now? Okay, so they had me waiting in line. I understand. This is halfway down. Gotta keep going. Oh, cool. This is the place where we determine our speed, it looks like. Or, no. This is just indicating what our speed is. Maybe for the person who's doing torpedo math here, can look at all the different things and understand how they relate to the eventual movement of the old torpedoes. To go down the ladder, you push the down button. Okay. So, want to go for the air compressor. This is the bilge pump. I think it's on this side in there, maybe? Are you the air compressor? You are! Hey! It is gradually up now from 88 to 89, etc. We did it! Now, I don't know if it has a switch to to automatically turn off once the compressed air vacuum sealed tubes, that's it, are full, or to make sure to turn it off myself. I'm sure I have other important captainly things to do, so you, sir, Otto, you turn that off, or I'll be turning you into sausage. We can go back to our map mode then. Just watch the world go. Seeing the chronometer there makes me wonder what we'll have to figure out at some point by looking at the actual passage of time. Up to 90%, good. We're out of the port almost. The shallow water alarm does concern me immensely. I'm sure at some point I will dive in shallow water and get in big trouble for damaging my vessel. Is there a German term that's equivalent to submersible? I think the U-boat is a particular class. Is that true? Is there like a type word? Not type word, a category term? The chronometers for doing the torpedoes myself. Also, for helping my men keep their fitness by having them run the length of the submarine and timing them. I think I'd be a really fun captain. I think I'd be the best captain in the entire Reich's Navy. It'd be amazing. What kind of fun activities can we have on the sub? Well, obviously we're swimming off the side. That's clearly standard. Unterseeboot? Is that true? I mean, I know Das Boot is a famous movie. I've never seen it. But Unterseeboot, cool. Good, we're now in the target area and must plan our patrol route ahead. Travel 1,600 kilometers inside the marked area. There are many ways to plot a patrol route, and the technique is up to you. As a rule of thumb, try to plot a route that avoids traveling over the same areas multiple times, and the one that has as much vertical movement as possible. 1 second. Okay, I think this is saying avoids vertical movement as well, as opposed to avoids traveling but has as much vertical movement as possible. Though I guess I do wonder, am I responsible for what's below as well as above? I assume it's just what's on the surface. Staff the submarine grad students, they can write their theses off duty. I love this. My wife's first job was as a visiting professor at a college nearby to her grad school, and she was working for, I don't know, like $15,000 a year or something as a fullish time person, while simultaneously having the freedom to finish her dissertation. absolute exploitation. Please do that now. Plot any route into the target area that's at least 1,600 kilometers long. Use shift to add points at the end of the current route. All right, my sense is we don't actually just want to go to the middle there. So instead, I'm guessing the obvious thing is just to do like sweeps back and forth, yeah? I do kind of sort of wonder if we get too close to the coast of England, will things be terrible, terrible, terrible? And for now, though, I want us to go. Okay, it looks like I can't get rid of this. Oh, yes, I can. It's a right mouse button, not left mouse button. So, bing. Okay, then from there, bing. Oh, you know what? Maybe it's better to work our way along the coasts and then come back up to the middle and like that. That seems nice. That seems nice. I should probably look in the middle here. Definitely active war behavior here. They didn't say avoid turning. They said avoid going in the same area too often.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
Okay. Is that 1,600 meters? By estimation, the answer is no, clearly not. It's like 500 plus 250-ish. I think we're a little short. How do I undo? Is there an undo button? Escape is not it. What if I just right click? There we go, okay. So maybe I should like go up along the edge first. Should be just over getting close. Well, your sense estimation is different than my sense estimation. Probably shouldn't have 90-degree turns. I don't know how good our vessel's turn radius is, but 90 degrees is probably not it. At that point, we're at 550 or so. And here we have another 200, so 750. I think now if I just add in what I did previously, it'll be just fine. I don't know why we stay on the edge here as opposed to going through the middle. Hopefully I don't miss anything terribly important. If I go up this way, no, it's no good. Excellent! Now stay sharp and follow the route. What do y'all think, team? What do y'all think, team? Maybe cruise up a Thames estuary. I want to go visit Churchill. Maybe he and I can talk this thing out and get this thing all figured out before it goes hot. Very good, very good. Wait, it already went hot. We got problems. Alright, friends. It is time for the most exciting content of the entire week. We're going to pause the game briefly. We're going to have our once an hour ad break. It's time for 3 minutes of ads, then back to the excitement that is learning this game and having our very strange search pattern here. We're learning. But while that's happening, it is time for the once a week attempt at completing the fastest possible crossword. It's going to be something. It's going to be something. Going to be something. Is this puzzle done already? No. Okay. So. Reload, possibly? Hey, there it is. Okay. All right. 16 seconds. If I get one across immediately, I will work off of one across with its downs. That is the current strategy. One across all the way, then flip to downs. If one across is not immediately obvious, I'm going to start with one down instead. If one down is not obvious also, then we got some real problems. But one of those two should be obvious and work off that. As always on Saturdays, we do not read the clues aloud. I appreciate you, I thank you. Hang on to your hats. Here comes Il Resortes trying his best. That's wrong. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, it's all filled in. What's wrong? Got tree. Alright, so the PG version of Drat, I didn't know how cursy PG is. I went with dang as opposed to damn. I don't know. That was pretty fast. I had a little bit of mistyping, of course. Figurative phrase is idiom. I thought it was wrong when I typed it. Yeah. PG is damn. I was thinking like PG-13 is damn, but my Midwest is showing. Is it really? I'm overly nice. Is it? Drat is G-rated. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking like Drat is G-rated, dang is PG, and damn is PG-13. But all right. Had a weird start on One Across. It was too many words, so I tried to just stop on rhyme with hiss, mock, diss, but past that no good. God doesn't swear. I appreciate that, Triskel. I appreciate that. That's okay. It was over 30 seconds, unfortunately. I'll say that's because of the illness, but very well. A little bum at that. Is an idiom always a figurative phrase? So I was thinking an idiom is a phrase that is not immediately obvious in its signification to someone who is a non-native speaker. Like a phrase that is unique to a dialect or something like that. I didn't realize it's always figurative. So I want to go ahead and look into that just briefly. We're in display capture mode. I don't want that. Okay. So what does the word idiom actually mean? Yeah. So the choice of words that are combined in is characteristic of a language. An expression that cannot be understood from the meaning of separate words must be learned as a whole. Yeah. This is the kind of definition I was used to. Yeah, there's actually no reference here to idioms being figurative per se. While it's the case that some idioms be figurative, exactly exists. Yeah, it's the same root as idiot, meaning private. Absolutely. So I think that clue's wrong, actually. The Google definition is sidebarred figurative, or did it actually? Usually presents figurative non-literal meaning. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I get now. What does the word figurative mean? Is figurative non-literal? Yeah. They're not always metaphorical. I don't know. Who knows? Very well, we've accomplished this week's most exciting time, etc. Next week, though. Next week, we'll surely get the fastest score ever. For now, my friends, it is time to return to the excitement that is Baby's First Patrol. This is good. We'll speed up the game a little bit. I'll go to speed 48 for now. I'm guessing speed 48 will take a very, very long time. Now, we're currently on the surface while patrolling. Is that a good idea? We haven't been told not to do this. I love speedboat mode. This is not even that fast by comparison. Yeah, my sense is that we should be doing something other than being on the surface, but the tutorial did not tell me to do something different. So I do kind of sort of wonder, when I'm patrolling in the future, should I patrol via like submarine depth? Those of you who are nautical people, or at least know about these kinds of things, like my suspicion is, like, if we can see people, then people can see us also. And though we're very good at being sneaky snakes, I assume that we're not great in, like, Hello Destroyer mode. Not sure, not sure. Alright, let's go to just map mode. From time to time you can dive for sonar. Oh, okay. I don't think we have sonar yet. I think we only have, hydrophone? These are the same kind of thing, right? Patrolling during the day underwater, surface at night. That makes sense for Memphis. Makes sense. Huh. So it's harder to see the larger ships. Okay, makes sense. Game Merchant, makes sense. You can stop and go to Periscope Dope, use hydrophone. Okay, makes sense, Manager. Very cool. Thank you for all the good help, people. I appreciate that. Absolutely good seeing you again. Alright, now, I just had a profound realization about something I probably already knew, which is, as a streamer, I thought to myself, we need to go to the map, we need to go high speed to get this absolutely boring, nothing part of the game done. And then I recognized that people actually stood, not sure which, out here for hours and hours and hours on end, just looking for anything on the horizon, doing the boring work that we're about to skip over. I wonder what that green dot is. I wonder if it's my actual target. I should just go that direction straight away. Whichever way, we do have to go 1,600 kilometers, which seems like a very, very long distance to go. Alright, let's go back under the water, or to this map now. Let's go to this thing now. We are genuinely just getting started. I've never had a job where I have to be on watch. I've worked as a security guard, and so I watched cameras, and that is incredibly boring in its way. At least you're keeping active watch of, are these people trying to steal things? I would also occasionally say, okay, time for a break, watching the cameras. I'm gonna go sweep the floor and walk around and see what's going on. But yeah, the idea of just keeping watch, that's very boring. Welcome military, be there and wait. Absolutely. I managed to miss military. Almost joined after high school, but I do wonder how different I'd be and if I'd learned to enjoy the hurry up and wait. So, like Police Conundrum, a lot of people want to become officers for the action, don't realize how boring it is. Yeah, I've had, I wanted to be a police officer when I was very young also. Very much for the I want to help people side of things. And I remember talking to a county sheriff's officer, maybe, something like that. And I asked him, what exactly is the job like? It's shown on TV as being, very exciting all the time. Solving cases and shooting guns and so on. And he said, so much paperwork. There's so much time spent writing in a very boring way. Because I had a moment of, oh, I like writing, that's cool. But no. I guess you're saying because people join Officer for Action, it might lead to a kind of restlessness and then violence. I actually don't know much research about that, but it makes a lot of sense at least. That people are disappointed in what their job ends up being, trying to make it into what they want it to be. No wonder I'm wondering where the broom is stored, the break from monotony. Exactly right. Fair enough, as you once guarded cameras all night, you sat and watched literal camera equipment. Oh, so you weren't you weren't using the cameras to watch their area. You were looking at camera equipment. That does seem a little bit less exciting. I do wonder what the most boring actual job is. Because there are people who have exciting guard jobs. Or if you guard the Tower of London, you can at least keep an eye on the tourists. There are lots of people. Here in Japan, there are jobs for older people, which are protecting people at construction sites. And so their job is to stand on the sidewalk in a high-vis vest with a little flag at noon or so, when there's no way in which anyone's gonna fall into a hole. And they just stand there waving their flag all day long. And yeah, I sometimes feel very sad for those people. But exam proctor, oh, you're absolutely right. Oh, I've proctored exams for classes that are not mine. And so I don't know who the people are, and I don't really care how they do. And so yeah, just having to just sit there and then walk around the room a little bit. Oh, that's a rough one. That's a rough one if you're doing class after class after class. Wow. Yeah, that was one that I agree that's a pretty rough one. The patrol's been pretty boring until now. Let's check the radio. Send Haro von Dretsky. He's our radio man. Dretsky, get to work. Okay. Yeah, definitely I'm proctor my own exams. I will, from time to time, read a book or go get a drink. I trust my students. But if you're getting paid just to watch these students, brutal. Author Haro von Dretsky has found an ongoing broadcast. Click the highlighted icon to use the radio. Now order the radio man to receive and decode the message by clicking the first button on the left. So I guess from time to time, one has to check in with this and that, just see what's going on. And there may be no message at all, but who knows. Now I wonder, like in the actual world, if someone tried to call a submarine that only surfaces occasionally to check for radio transmissions, you either get profoundly lucky, or you need to have the message consistently going out. Huh. Are these like number stations or like some kind of coded messages? I guess so. Alright, received from U455. Oh, maybe they're timed. They're timed. Okay. So, at 9 a.m. it's time to surface and check it out. Makes a lot more sense than just randomly hoping for the best. Alright, we're saying hello to UBOAT 455. What's good? The coding happens. He's very good at this.
Funkspruch erhalten.
It's an SOS signal from another U-boat. We should do our best to help them. You call 08800 submarine. Beautiful. SOS, U455 attacked by aircraft. Sustained heavy damage, position and 7349. Of the many things I'm good at fighting, I can't imagine aircraft are one. I know this will not happen, but I so badly want to have my submarine rear back and fire torpedoes into the air. It'd be perfect. My guess is this is what the deck gun is for, though it does not feel like a safe thing to go do. The radio man is tracking a message using a direction finder antenna installed on the boat. Order the crew to plot a path towards the source by pushing control and then clicking right mouse button on the blue arc here. It's not moving. Let's go save our friends if we can. The patrol suddenly got exciting. At some point during this playthrough, we can talk about the British is it Trident subs? The ones that are always everywhere and carry the nukes and have like secret orders on board from the Prime Minister, and no one knows what the Prime Minister writes. Apparently they're like busted out if the BBC stops operating, something like that. If they can't hear like the BBC morning broadcast, then they are supposed to open this envelope, and it might say, "Go join the Americans." It might say, "Have a good time." It might say, "Launch all nukes," etc. Stuff like that. We do not have nukes? No, I don't mean in this game. This is in the real world today. I believe it's how British, are they Tridents? It's not Tridents, it's Trident missiles. Yeah, do whatever the Americans are doing. That's one of the possibilities too. I think that no one has ever revealed what any Prime Minister has written. The ambiguity is useful, so that no one knows what the Navy's gonna do. But yeah, fascinating thing. Fascinating to think about what not just a loss of like obvious command structure would be, but a loss of one's civilization or culture and government while you're under the water and can't hear anything. not so good. Not so, like, I feel bad that my men are not hearing about the local sports scores. That's what I want. Like, we surface and say, hey, who won that match of Bayern Munich last night? That seems important. But if we hear that the whole government has fallen, what are we going to do? All right. Loading. Something is being loaded in the background. Oh, interesting. Interesting. So when the simulation is, I'm not sure doing what, but doing something we're notified. Interesting. I can turn on the beep for my crew. Wait, is there actually a radio I can use, like a friendly radio? Or are you getting me? Now, I'm guessing I turn on the beep, that would lead to propagandizing against us. So I need to find whatever the German radio station is these days. Almost there. Okay. I feel like if we're approaching aircraft, I should be diving. Tutorial has not told me to dive. Okay. This looks really, really close to me, to the point that if the aircraft could see one of us, they can now see the other of us. Like, 463 meters is... It's a few football fields, correct? Is that right? I'm sorry, as an American, my sense of meter is very, very bad. Like, I know how to compare it to a mile, but what's a mile? Ugh, hard. Anyway, the crew spotted the U-boat on the horizon. We should get even closer. You have to search to give help. I mean, I agree with that, but we should probably scout the area by being below with periscopes are fun. Aircraft spotted! Wee you, wee you, wee you! There's an aircraft on the horizon. They have to search for U-455, the U-boats. Remember, your main mission is to sink enemy shipping, and the Kriegsmarine won't reward you so much for shooting down aircraft. The best strategy when you encounter them is to submerge and wait when the aircraft leaves the area. So, dive, dive, dive. In this case, though, we're gonna risk it, because the second U-boat is severely damaged and needs help from us. Select the officer. No, I want to do it. Make the officer go and use the anti-aircraft gun. So I didn't realize this was an anti-aircraft gun per se. I thought it was used for, I don't know, soft targets. I want to watch. I want to watch. I want to watch. Skip, we've been spotted.
Konzentriert euch auf eure Aufgaben.
Okay, there's our sub-friend. Hello? Am I looking too high? Okay, we found the sub-friend. They have their anti-air ready also. Oh dear, taka. There it is. There it is. We scared him away at least. Take that, Britisher. Where's my friend the gunner? Let's go and go down and find him to offer him some encouragement. Oh, I can give him sailors to help him aim or whatever. Are you wasting my shells? I don't want to get in the way. Pardon me. What are you even aiming at, man? Our boat requires inspection for hidden flaws. Oh, there it is. This feels like a profound, distance at which to be shooting. Lead the target, man. Lead the targets. I understand this fellow's like a war hero, but... Are we leading the targets? What's happened here? Oh, here we go. Cutscene. Ah! They dropped bombs on us. Okay, the bombs did not hit us. But the Bristol Beaufort was shot down. Quickly, press space! Ha. The officer shot the aircraft down, but they hit us hard too. We must plan how to proceed with the situation. We have a few problems to deal with. Number one, get me the broom. There's a massive hole in the pressure hull. Oh no. This is the kind of thing we're needing to learn how to deal with on our own when we're in the field. That said, we would have never played it that way. Our boat's gonna sink if we don't patch it up fast. Luckily, it's located in the upper part of the hull. Such breaches usually don't leak water in a constant stream, as long as the boat stays on the surface. Someone fetch me a bucket! The second problem is Officer Rieger was seriously wounded in the explosion. He saved us all by shooting down the aircraft. It's up to us to return the favor. Select Zetcha, our engineer, before we continue. Now it's time to repair the hull breach by clicking on it using a left mouse button. We must start pumping out the water leaking to the boat. Click on the pump using the left mouse button to order switching it on.
Lenzpumpe einschalten.
Good! Now ensure that good old Rieger will get medical attention he needs. On U-boats, radio men are always trained in medical help. Select Harro von Dretzky, the radio man, to do that. Everything is done. You can unpause the game by pressing space again or clicking this button. What's this thing? Is our hole possibly? Or is that Rieger being sick down there? I assume that's Rieger being sick down there. I assume this is... I have no idea what. Do we, like, put a metal blocker temporarily? It's not, like, pressurized, but it's at least going to stop the sun from getting in? I wonder if during the fight I should have stopped moving.
Bestätige.
Hello? Hello? I look forward to eventually learning how to use this thing myself, but let's head back inside if we can. Alright. Could have hidden the flag to pretend to be Swedish. Hello, men. Excellent scouting. I need to make sure I close the door after I go through. The breach has been repaired. We are fine for now. Your crew spotted a destroyer on the horizon. They must be searching for the previously sunk U-boat. Destroyers are heavily armed units, and you should never face them on the surface. Skipper, order a dive crash. Again, you can't click that from this view, nor that view. Hello, we're clicking. All right, dive, dive, dive. Is everyone getting time inside? Shh. They're right on top of us, listening to the hydrophones. Press and hold tab on the keyboard to open the quick orders menu and click the highlighted button to order silent running mode. This order is a signal for the crew to stay completely silent and limit any chatter. Wow. Does that level of quiet really change things? I was assuming given the noise of the propellers. Like, we haven't stopped moving, correct? Yeah, we're still at this speed. Wouldn't it be more important to just whole stop? But if we whole stop, we probably can't dive. Well, I have no idea. I'll stop talking though. So push the stop talking button. It's highlighted apparently. Hold tab. This button here, quiet on down. Okay. Here we are. Oh! I'm doing something apparently. I have no idea what I was doing there, but we're doing something. Okay. So we could send reports. We don't want to do that, surely. How is Injured guy looking. Captain always checks on his men. Using hand gestures exclusively. We're still using, I believe, the diesel engines. Krieger must be fine. Rieger, he's standing there, he's fine now. Okay. Someone's running. We're looking around. May I look around instead? Thank you. I don't want to talk to you. No. No, I want to use that. Let me use that. No, I want to use that. Return to your duties, return to your duties. Let your emperor use this thing. Alright, the little green thing there. Alright, I want to look around, please. Going up.
15 Meter.
Going this way? Oh, we crashed depth. So at crash, we can't use this anymore, I believe. Or we can, but I don't think it does anything. Okay, so on the map now...
10 Meter.
I'm not sure what we're doing. I want to go to map mode. So there is the shot down aircraft. There is the U-boat we protected. We're just down below at 10 to 15 meters. Okay, we also announced the switched electric motors. I don't know if we can only do that underwater. I guess we can go electric motors above water also. It's just not as efficient as using diesel. Okay, we're here. We know of nothing now. We really know nothing now. Now we know everything. What changed, team? I don't know why our site became so tiny and then so much bigger again. Maybe our periscope men changed out? So assuming like being deep in the water, we have almost no sight at all. I realize that 10 meters is not that deep. I kind of want to send my messages, but no, we're hiding from a destroyer. We shouldn't be doing that. Our crew has clearly become stressed. Considering it's the very first patrol crew, you may shortly see who among it is up to the duty and who isn't. Take notes, Captain, and adjust the roster accordingly when you're back at the port. Okay, so these are all of the sailors. You're sailors, correct? So no one here is panicking, it says, right now. Is there a button for, like, what's their stress? Oh my goodness, so many points here. So many points. Oh my goodness, you can set different shifts? We're playing auction not included now. Hey, we can level people up also. Cool. I don't see anything presently for how our folks are doing stress-wise. I do wonder if eventually we'll be told that, or if instead it's just a matter of that was like some flavor text. Oh, cool. Oh, wait. Can you always use the conning tower think? Periscope? Well, it required like attack depth or something. Okay, so in the tutorial, not sure what I should be doing right now other than just diving, which I believe we've set up. Yeah. To dive. Now this dive though is supposed to go to maximum safe distance. Is 10 meters really all we can do? Or are we still going down gradually? Huh? I think in this game I have a very hard time telling if I'm doing what the tutorial tells me to do. You better, Rieger? Good? Good. I'm just going to go back to the map and speed up the game and see if I get rewarded for doing things well. All I want are my good boy points. There we go. Damn it! A sailor's having a panic attack. The enemy may hear him using the hydrophone. We must deal with this as quickly as possible. Send the officer, one of the leaders, before we continue. Now click on the panicking sailor using left mouse button to order the officer to calm him down. Otto! What is wrong with you, Otto? Otto appears not to be panicking, or maybe he is, I'm not sure. Who is panicking? Is it Meyer? Okay, so the green bar appears to be the panic bar, possibly? Is that done? Is that done now? Let's see. Remember who you are, man, and what you serve for. Remember the Reich. Oh, it's pretty bad. Yeah, scolding him more is the way to go. Oh, poor buddy. Oh, this is behavior unbecoming a member of the squad. Hello, Chaucer. Hello, Seaman. Good seeing y'all. Could we do max speed in first person mode? Next time we're on the surface, I will do that for sure. The scolding is taking a while. Let's have the captain go look at it. Oh, you. We're now through the crisis skipper. The destroyer has left the area. Click the highlighted button to return back to the surface. Yep, that's the surface button for sure. I don't know why I can't use this in first person mode. Super annoying. Hope that changes once we're through the tutorial. So remember the name Meyer. Meyer will not be with us in the future.
5 Meter.
We're going up again. That was an adventure. Luckily, we're now back to business and can carry on with the orders. Skipper, continue our patrol in the highlighted area and return back to port after traveling 1,600 kilometers. We're gonna go to map mode then. And so I gave them a search pattern earlier, but at this point it seems like that has been lost. So I will reconstruct my search pattern, and we've so far gone a little under half the distance we're asked to go in my beautiful, beautiful search here. We started up this way, just came straight across. So we'll go up to there, and then back down this way, and then we'll head back to home. That should be roughly 1,500 by pure eyeballing estimation. And I think there's not much for us to see, so we see we had some problems. Low on spare parts, strain and stress on the people. The biggest issue is being hunted. If I lose a submarine to mental break, like this is RimWorld or something, not so good. Compressed air is at 91%. Our boat's buoyancy is at 80%. Visibility, not so good. And inspections required also. Because we're in a tutorial, we don't know how to do any of that right now, except I do know how to refill the air compressor. This is the one and only thing I know how to do for the tutorial that I'm allowed to do when on other tutorial missions. Recompressing air, glorious. And I think it's the case because we are just patrolling. We'll go ahead and go to high speed until something interesting is discovered. We may not be at movement, are we? Where is it? Half ahead. The Haupttruder is struggling. Anyone know what the Haupttruder is? It's a B flat versus stabilization. It's having a hard time, whatever it is. The gyroscope is bouncing also. And are we surfacing? Let's see here. That's this button here. Oh, should be surfaced. It's the main rudder. Thank you. Okay, so are we actually like surfacing and moving? Yeah. Okay, I'll now do the thing that some of you asked for. I will do maximum speed while in first person mode. So we have to take map first, maximum speed, there we go, first person. Oh, did it slow down? Oh, boo. All right, maybe you're not allowed to have any mode but map mode at max speed. Let's try 140 first, see what we can do. First person at 140. No, it's just loud. Huh. Strange. Okay. For now, just max speed to finish the patrol. There we go. Not finding anything. Real quick, I can send some messages. Maybe I should do that. About warships we found. Shooting down an airplane. Found the U-455 sunk. So we're trying to protect our U-boat brethren. I wonder if my author had shot down more quickly if that would have happened, but we did not successfully save the other U-boat. Shame on them. Okay, finishing up. You have to start time in first-person view. Okay. How do I do that, though? So the only place I know how to speed up... Aha! Again, this is unclickable for some reason. I don't know. Is there a keyboard? No, the keyboard modified the speed at which I was moving. Unfortunately. Back to half speed ahead. Hey Bruce, going well, thank you. Made a tutorial thing. Alright, after the tutorial, try to fix it. Also, Rieger has some marker on him. I don't know yet what that means. Not sure. Looks like he has a map. He has a war story to tell. Or is that the job he's doing right now? Maybe that's the job he's doing. Yeah, he's doing navigation. There we go. Currently, Lem Kuehler, our engineer, is having a nap, as is Zetscha, the other engineer. Dresky's on the radio, and the captain is currently on the conning tower, keeping track of what's happening in the world around him. Everyone's still whispering. Good call. The chat is normal. Cyber Oracle, that's very nice. Thank you for remembering the men need to have a chit chat to feel better about themselves. Good. I think we turned the lights back on also. Now, does that help with stress? Our discipline is no longer as high as it was. So I wonder if discipline is the degree to which we're ordering our people to act like they were trained as sailors rather. I'm not sure how to think about that quite yet. But it's time for chit chat. We need our binoculars. What do we see? What do we see out here? Well, not much to see currently. That's unfortunate. That's okay, though. That's okay. Alright, just back to map mode, which is this key. Nope. This key here. And then we'll finish this out. Are we just short? We're just short of the distance we need. Alright, time for more marching. Let's go. Done! Alright, folks, good time. Back home. We've learned about our first ever patrol mission. On this mission, we have found a destroyer we ran away from, a U-boat we tried to protect, and an airplane that Rieger shot down for us. That is absolutely grand. I believe there's one more tutorial mission. Once again, we come home with pride, having sunk something. Can you all quietly hear the music? We're ready to turn up even more. The little jaunty song of welcome. The people on the pier or the wall are cheering for us. That is great. Good work with completing the last training mission. There are even more though. But wait, it's time for more training. Thank you. This man in his black car is always waiting for us. What we got?
Dies sind aktuelle Einsatzbefehle vom BDU.
Alright. They really want me to go back and do this one, but no. I said there's only one more. No, there are in fact 3 more to go. Time for recruitment. This training will explain to you common tasks related to preparing the crew after a mission. It should take 5 minutes to go. I want to fire that one guy. I'll remember when I see his name on my crew list. Hello, Skipper! During assignment, I'll explain to you how to prepare the crew on the U-boat for challenges ahead. Over time, you'll have to recruit new sailors. No, it's not Otto. I thought it was Otto, but he was fine today. Meyer. Brew, you are now our, is it quartermaster? Is that your job? To keep lists of things? Logistician? I'm not sure which one it is. Either way, you're in charge of the men, Brew. Congratulations on your promotion. You've been a able-bodied person in chat. Alright. Alright, not able-bodied. Able seaman. I apologize for getting those confused. Go talk to the recruitment fellow. Am I allowed to first person this if I want to? How do I get off my ship? Also, I wonder if we always come home at nighttime. So if you want to, you can go for a little march here and look around the territory. Hey, we can run too. I realize the captain's an older fellow, but hello, who are you? We can't talk to Buddy yet. Is he my requisitions officer? Alright, up this way. So we know the person we need to talk to is somewhere down this way. Is it the same fellow from the party office? It is not. I may need to go into a different mode to find this person. Okay, farther down past the car. Got it. Alright. Sure do wish it were daytime so we could... I have a flashlight. Haha! The flashlight's not super helpful. It has a, what's it called? A blind spot in the middle? This is not the finest of German engineering, is it? Not so good. That's it. Hello, friends! Are you waiting for me? Make sure to check the train line before crossing. Good, good. Alright, hello to you, recruitment officer.
Dies könnten Ihre neuen Besatzungsmitglieder sein. Möchten Sie Ihre Akten einsehen?
Look how they run! I need my chronometer out at once. We have 3 possibilities here. Show me their files, choose crew for next assignment, or I brought survivors from sunk ship. For now, show me their files. This is a list of candidates to be recruited to the crew. You can click on each candidate to see details about them. The column on the right shows the recruit cost for a new member. Keep in mind the cost may vary between ports. I didn't realize we had multiple ports. I thought we just had Wilhelmshaven. List usually contains sailors, but if you have space for more officers in the crew, they may appear there from time to time. Friends, why would we have space for officers? Maybe my officers will get promoted out. Maybe they'll get their own submarine captaincy. Surely Rieger won't die, will he? Oh no. You can close the view for now. As we want to, you can read through people. Oh my goodness. That there are backgrounds for people makes me so exciting. A playboy and reveler. He joined up because it's easier to pick up girls in uniform. He's too big for his boots. How do we learn these things? Like, have we done background research? We hired a private investigator for every person? Or do we ask around? Do we do an interview with them? The other stories seem to be like, here's where this person came from. Here's what they do. This fellow is a playboy. I love it. All right. Fantastic. So we're told to leave the view for now. After you recruit new sailors, they may need to be assigned to the crew. To do that, open the crew list by clicking on the highlighted button using the left mouse button. Journal, crew, headquarters. Oh, so many things. This screen allows you to specify which sailors will join the crew on your boat and who will remain in port. What part of it is too big for his boots? I think his head is. Which reminds me, if you've never seen my favorite political candidates, Vermin Supreme. Vermin Supreme. Is he running for president again? Of course he is. Vermin Supreme is always running for presidents. Look at him with his boot on top. He's an anarchist, of course, who is trying to show how ridiculous this all is. He's incredibly intelligent. I've had a chance to speak with him once. He knows what he is doing. He knows this looks ridiculous. He's trying very hard to make an important point about the structure of governance and the popularity contest it entails. He's a ridiculous character, though. It's like comedies based on ponies. See, he doesn't actually. But yes, he believes the government should get everyone a pony. And then also, as this image shows, he believes the failure of our nation's lack of moral care is due to a lack of oral care. We need to ensure everyone does more toothbrushing. There you go. There's actually a pretty good documentary about him I'd recommend. It's performance art in some measure, of course. Anyway, on the right here, the 3 labels specify this and that. Number of sailors, number of officers, and survivors. So we can join or add 6 more people into our crew who are survivors. I have no idea where we put them, but as a total of 25 people can fit in the boat, apparently. I think we're just not trying hard enough. You can close the view for now. I must have clicked on my character and changed what he looked like. Didn't mean to do that. But I want to get rid of the guy who panicked. Meyer. So there it is. I can't see what this means, but maybe every character has a hidden trait. And Dietrich Meyer's hidden trait is has a weak heart, is panicky. We haven't discovered anyone else. So the officers have traits instead of personalities. I look forward to learning all that once we're on this tutorial. Good work! Another one is done. Check. Time to talk to the officer again, who just stands here. Alright, what is our next order, if you please? You used to be able to walk up to crew members and shoot them? I mean, if their personality is traitor, I understand that, but otherwise I'm just confused. Also, I don't think we have a firearm. I know there are firearms in the submarine. They're used for boarding opposition vessels, but this does not seem like a good way of going. Anyway, it's time for ship upgrades. This training mission explains how to upgrade the boat. That's cool. Hey, Pie Food, you've played this game, found it to be very buggy. So when did you play it? The reason I ask is they've released a Steam version, maybe 1.0, I'm not sure, about a week ago, I think. Maybe a little longer back. But it's been in early access or beta for a very long time. After 1.0, okay, Awesome Pie. The only bugginess I've seen so far is the tutorial is incredibly lockstep. And so if you do not follow the tutorial exactly, it falls apart. That's happened for me and a couple other viewers too. And I've had some trouble with people queuing up weirdly at the various duty stations. But I'm still in the tutorial, so I'm not sure what bugs I'll see eventually. But thanks for letting me know. I appreciate that. All right. Explain how to upgrade the boat. Ship upgrades can be ordered at the port warehouse. Talk to the warehouse worker before we proceed. I can do that. Hello, Noms. Noms, who is sick with COVID, has decided to grace us with a very brief visit. How's it going?
Going okay.
I'm glad it's going okay. I'm glad you're feeling a little better.
Vermin Supreme?
We were talking about Vermin Supreme earlier. Yep.
I don't know about Vermin Supreme.
You really don't?
No.
We can discuss it off stream. I just discussed it
Okay.
earlier, so.
Is this Victoria 5 million?
This is not a Victoria game. This is instead a let's run a submarine simulation.
Oh, okay.
We're now learning how to upgrade our little ship here.
When are you gonna get the Japan JR train simulation game?
See, I haven't mentioned that yet on this stream.
Oh, really?
But like, not recently. But yes, there is a simulation game for conducting Japanese not submarines, trains in
know if we
Tokyo.
have any.
There is actually a game we can play if we want to, and go around on Japan railway trains.
They advertise it with a poster
on the
right,
train.
yeah, right where all the train otakus stand.
It's true, because people here are
They know
really
their
into trains.
audience.
I can't imagine it's nearly as compelling. Like, it might be fun to drive back and forth a few times and talk about like a couple of the places I know, but the ability to like not, I don't know, go sink other trains might make it a little bit less exciting.
Well, I wonder if there are things that happen, like whether, like, you know, somebody tries to run on the train and it mucks up the works, or it rains, or
Yeah, I don't know.
stuff like
It's a
that.
great question. Yeah, I'm not sure if a simulator really is just going from place to place and seeing the buildings and so on, or if it's
Oh,
ridiculous things happening.
you know how it would be useful if we need to travel somewhere, we can preview it and preview the route.
That's good. Instead of using a Google Maps to just say go to car number 4, fine. We actually plan out by going places. That's very nice.
Especially if we're going somewhere far, I mean.
It's true. And there are a ton of DLCs already for the game. You add in more and more train lines and more and more
really?
areas. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if eventually all of the Japanese railroads are part of one big game, because train culture is
That'd
just
be
so big
nice.
here.
Yeah, then we can be like, hey, let's say we want to go to Nagoya. How do we do that?
I like it. All right. What do you need, officer? Oh, in this game, our people speak in German, and I enjoy not understanding their.
Was willst du, Herr, mein Herrn?
I don't know. You're currently upgrade mode. Click on the devices on the boat to
Probably see them.
open a list of available upgrades. Is it JR East Simulator? It is, fair enough. This JR East is the major line that covers Tokyo and points to the east of the nation. When you come to Tokyo or to Japan in general, you can get these tourist passes that are active on all JR lines. Now, there are other lines that are very close to JR lines that might be desirable, but on the whole, they require their own tickets.
Yeah. Also, like, Kyoto, JR Central, completely different company, even though they both start with JR.
It's true. Here's upgrading. Let's upgrade the...
Hunks of meat?
Yes, we have hunks of meat. They're dried. We have bananas over the beds.
Oh.
It's great. Listening room. This list contains upgrades that are available for the selected device. Some upgrades on the list may be locked. That means the technology you need to install the upgrade is not researched yet. The boys back home are working on it. It's available for research at the headquarters. Headquarters? Another depth level of the game I do not know. This list will expand over time as technology progresses and new research becomes available. We can see there's a GHG, hydrophone system mounted by type VIIC, so 7C U-boats. Consists of 24 hydrophones mounted on the side of U-boat's bow. It has 2 dead zones, 20-degree arc on the bow and 60 degrees on the stern, from which it cannot capture any sounds. And eventually you can get the KDB instead. So I actually don't know what a hydrophone looks like. Every time we mention it, I think of like ring 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 banana phone. Past that, I have absolutely no idea. So what exactly is a hydrophone?
When is this set?
The game is set in World War II. One plays as some people who are known as the Germans. It's not exactly clear how the war is presented in the game, but
That's what I was gonna ask.
there you go.
Oh, this is a hydrophone.
So the hydrophone here is not a submarine one, but it plugs in with like a microphone cable. That's kind of amazing.
And then there's a porpoise on the other side of it.
Yeah. So Maybe for military reasons, they're not going to show exactly what a hydrophone looks like. I'm seeing a lot of ones like...
But this is like early 20th century technology.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so in the USS Virginia, these are apparently hydrophones. They appear to just be like pieces of the hull. This is unfortunately very complicated. So various arrays and passive. I got no idea. Whichever way, it's too complicated for me. It's beep boop science, that's fine. So we're done with that tutorial. And time for the next one.
Are you that guy with the pipe?
Yes, we're the guy with the pipe. That's the officer. If we want to, we can go in first person and have him wander about, even inside the sub if we want to. It isn't.
Who's this guy?
This is the tutorial officer.
Okay.
I do not know what exactly he's up to. There's a bug. One of our people has climbed through the hatch. Hello, men. I'm going to give Noms here a very quick tour. Please stop closing it. Your captain wants to go inside.
Are you the captain?
We're the skipper, yes indeed.
You're that man with with the pipe?
The man with the pipe, yes.
You're the skipper?
I'm the skipper.
You didn't look very becoming of your role.
Well, I mean, we live down here in Filthville. We're all kind of just jammed in together, so as a skipper, I get to wear whatever I want to wear. But, yeah, see, there's like a place for the officers to sleep. There's this thing, which I think might be pressure, but I'm not quite sure yet.
Bananas.
There's our fresh fruit to keep the men avoiding scurvy. I like it. Hydrophones in submarines are essential directional microphones to be rotated year-round. Okay, Ron, that's very cool. Thank you. This is our air compressor. We use that when we're on the surface to make sure that the ship has air to force bilge water out of it when under pressure. These are the engines. There's one that's diesel. There's one that's electric, I believe. Electric is quieter for sure. We have limited batteries, unfortunately. Hello to engineering officer. In here,
is that Geordie LaForge?
He is Geordie LaForge.
I like Geordie.
This is our kitchen.
Oh.
Ooh,
so nice.
Absolutely. I think this might be an oven, but I'm not quite sure. Over here, a place to eat and hang out.
Cheese. I see cheese.
Is there cheese? There's a little cheese there. We're in port right now. Things are good.
Oh, okay. That's how you got the cheese.
Yeah. You can fill up your larder when at port. This is the bilge pump. It can be used to drive water that sneaks into the open parts of the boat. Like where the periscope is. Speaking of the periscope, we do have some of those. This is our plotting station. This is how we go different speeds. This is the up and down station, I believe. Yeah, and we learned earlier that the people who use these, what are they called? Wheels, do not get to see what they're doing. Like they get to see the relative pressure and depth and so on, but they don't actually see it. Like they're just ordered, make this number go up. It's crazy.
Why is there always some guy brooming?
Because we keep a ship-shaped ship. We ensure that someone's keeping this thing clean. Then here we have our place for the men to sleep. They're engaged in hot bunking, so some of them are sleeping and having rest time. Other ones are at work.
This looks like the beginning of that one movie that we watched, Snowpiercer.
It's like Snowpiercer, that's true. Unfortunately, we only have so many cabins. And lastly, the torpedo tubes. We're a vehicle of war. There you go. That's my little tour for you, Noms.
Did you learn by having to teach me?
I did learn by teaching you, because at some point we're going to play the game in first-person mode, running around doing things. And I just need to learn where everything is so I don't go the wrong direction. Yeah, there's a lot more to do if you want to. We can turn the lights red. It's great fun. Anyway, friends, another ad break has come by. It's time for a quick little pause this game. 3 minutes of ads.
UBOAT.
It is UBOAT indeed. A little 3-minute ad break and then back to the fun. We'll actually continue the tutorial then. Noms, if you want to...
It's not called Das Boot.
This game is not called Das Boot because that is a copyrighted movie title, I'm sure. Today, I almost had the fastest ever mini crossword for myself. Unfortunately, PG version of Drat, I said dang.
Yeah.
But no, PG version of Drat apparently is damn.
That's PG?
So I had everything right except this one, and it was heartbreaking. Absolutely heartbreaking. Anyway, this is this week's Wednesday. Wednesday is not super difficult. We're going to try to knock it out together. So while you're here, if you feel like help me, I'd love that. Strikes from the list with an I there. I assume is Nix's most likely. Ever done cryptic crosswords? I'm not very good at them, and I solve them very slowly, if at all. So on stream, it doesn't work as well as the normal crossword. But Timur, I appreciate that question. I should try more of them. But no, I tend to just be straight crosswords. All right, now this one's you. Only blank in the building. A Hulu mystery comedy. Only
Murders.
murders.
We didn't watch it on Hulu.
We did not. We watched it on,
Was it Prime?
I think Prime probably, yeah. Like a terrifying movie sequence.
Ooh. Wow.
I mean, no, it can't.
Could it be hair raising?
Hair raising actually does fit now. That's amazing. See, Noms can see these things that I can't see. She's so good at seeing long words and know exactly how long it is. What's Berg, though? Word for a town's the name of many towns. Berg, like Schaumburg or Hamburg. Berkeley University informally, UC...
I thought people called it Cal.
Oh, they call it Cal, you're absolutely right. Containers be mindful of while packing grocery bags. Bread. Let's go and just knock all the downs.
Egg crates?
Egg cartons? I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, egg carton seems good. All right. We're not going to be doing the longs then. Star that suddenly explodes with brightness. A nova, I assume. Ness, whose team was dubbed the Untouchables. You know? Elliot Ness, indeed. Forget it. Nah, maybe. I'm actually not sure. A garden that nods east of. It's Eden. Keyed up. Irked, intense. Not sure. What's this? Makeshift ghost costume. A sheet indeed. Is it going to be turnt? Are you maybe type turnt? A bird in the U.S. Postal Service logo. The eagle. Enjoy the food. Dig in. Philippine President Bong Bong.
Marcos.
We pause briefly and say,
you know Bong Bong?
Is this a family name, or is it like a chosen nickname?
I think it might be a nickname.
Okay. I don't.
I think he's a boxer.
Maybe a
or
boxer.
something too.
Yeah, I don't ever want to criticize other people's cultures, but the name Bong Bong is, I think, objectively funny.
Yeah, I think he got that nickname through something else.
Okay, so keyed up is tense. Good. A bouquet in the pocket in Ring Around the Rosie. Ring Around the Rosie, pocket full of posy. Ashes, we all fall down. Join using a torch.
I don't like the implication of that one.
Oh, like it's going to be a mob?
Yeah,
right.
Like when people join things with a torch, I think of like pointy hats.
I was thinking instead of like, let's go fight the monster. Maybe not.
You're thinking, but even in Beauty and the Beast, that's not a very good mob. That's a bad mob.
It's a bad mob. It's true. A communication system that amateur radio operators are no longer required to learn. It's Morse code. A transport option prone to weather-related delays, air travel. Prairie savanna or grasslands. I hit D twice, I believe. I did not actually. Opposite of plus. Friends, it's time to do some math work. It's minus. Wary due to a previous bad experience. It is gun shy. A Manhattan neighborhood near Tribeca is Soho. Recently released is new. Oh, join in that sense. To weld. To join together. There we go. I think you and I have something said like, oh, join the in crowd. And last one for right now. Did something different for a change. Mixed it up. There you go, team. Fun little puzzle. I appreciate you hanging out, Durant. And with that, we'll return to our submarine adventure.
Can we look up President Bong Bong?
Oh, I'm sorry. Now let's see President Bong Bong briefly. We can.
Well, I want to know if it's like a nickname and if he really is a boxer. Like I remember, this happens to me all the time now.
Yeah, I've been having more and more of these crashes for I don't know what. It says status stack buffer overrun. Now I realize I leave my Chrome open forever. I realize also I'm using Chrome when many of you would want me to go back to Firefox again. But what does status stack buffer overrun mean? Let's learn that together before we see.
Okay, at least it worked.
Yes, what does it mean? Aw, snap. I'm using Chrome for everything. I guess error code.
Mine just crashes. It says crashed.
Yeah, I don't know.
And then I have to close it and reopen everything.
It doesn't mean there's a stack buffer overrun. That's what it says. Who knows?
President Bong Bong.
We're doing President Bong Bong. I have a couple things to say. After today's stream, I will be restarting the computer for the first time in ever. Because it is time, and I'm keeping a pop-up for
President Bong Bong
Windows updates.
See, yeah, it's a nickname.
It is nicknamed Ferdinand Bong Bong Romulus Marcos Jr., referred to as PBBM.
BBM.
He's the president of the Philippines currently.
Kleptocrat.
Yeah, I believe my Filipino students are not terribly impressed with him. I don't know enough about Philippine politics to say anything.
Yeah.
But received criticism from fact-checkers and disinformation scholars who found his campaign to be driven by historical negationism in revamping the Marcos brand. Convictions of tax fraud. Wow. And he claimed to be educated at the University of Oxford. Oh, goodness. Stolen valor.
I wanted to know where he got his nickname.
Oh, yes. How do you get his nickname? Good call. Good call. Good
Because
call.
I think I'm confusing him with the other guy who was running for political office who was a boxer.
A young Bong Bong Marcos. Richard Nixon holding Bong Bong. Maybe it's a familial nickname. The earliest usage is up here, but
I'll look it up on my own Google, on my own time.
at least here it does not say where the Bong Bong comes from.
Yeah, I'm confusing him with the other guy.
All right, no worries at all.
There's another guy who ran for office who actually was.
All right, Nums. Good hanging out. Thanks for being here. Click the HUD officer. Right, we're now working on more missions. What's up, Nums?
Am I being ushered off stage?
I mean, if you'd like to stay, you're welcome to stay. Just, you finished eating your pizza, and so I figured you were done here. All right, Nums, do you want to stay?
No. No. Not if I'm not wanted.
I'll see you in about 5 minutes, Wendy.
Bye.
See ya. All right. It's time to do our final tutorial, I think. And then we'll have some free playtime. Not sure if this game is sandboxy or instead if it's campaign driven. I'm guessing campaign driven. Would y'all mind to let me know that one? I really do enjoy games that are a little bit, more focused on doing whatever you want to do, like grand strategy games, but campaigns are fun too. All right, the last level, the headquarters. During the assignment, you'll learn how to assign your officers to tasks at the Kriegsmarine's headquarters. Here we go. Hello, Skipper. Quick introduction to how to aid Kriegsmarine. Am I saying that word roughly correctly? Kriegsmarine? I hope so. By assigning the officers to help with ongoing research and other tasks. Open the headquarters screen before we continue by clicking the highlighted button in the menu. So crew is here, headquarters also. Welcome to headquarters, Captain. Here you delegate officers. Oh, interesting. So you can have more than 5 active officers by leaving some of them behind. Or maybe you can only have the 5, but you choose to bring them with you or to leave. We'll see. The officers can perform special tasks like organizing reconnaissance or developing some new technologies. Click on a blank document here to look through available tasks. Oh wow. Select any icon on the map by clicking it by using the left mouse button. Aerial reconnaissance. Maybe I'm confused about how the military works, but the idea of taking a random engineer from a submarine and assigning them to do aerial reconnaissance makes genuinely no sense. Now maybe what it's saying is you leave the engineer behind to get on the phone with the boys in the Air Force, and they sit and wait for a report. I would understand that more, but other things are down here. Sonar decoys. The document you see on the left describes a project that's currently being worked on by headquarters. You can assign an author to complete it by clicking on the empty slot in the bottom part of the page, as long as he meets the requirements. The author must also be not assigned to participate in the next assignment on board your boat in the crew management menu. That's all I need to know, Skipper. Good luck! Okay. I'm guessing the game will now want me to go back to the last tutorial bit. And then I play the game, or now I guess I can skip. Because I've done all of them now, except for this one that I bugged, I believe, or I did yesterday. I don't know. Is there a way to skip? Here we go. Skipping tutorials. Friends, welcome to the world of the game itself. So number 1, are there any orders? Here are my first ever orders.
Die Schlacht am Atlantik hat begonnen und unsere U-Boote werden eine entscheidende Rolle im Kriegseinsatz haben.
Ja.
Unsere U-Boote operieren in der Nähe der britischen Inseln, legen Minenfelder an ihren Küsten und patrouillieren in der Nähe ihrer Schifffahrtsrouten. Unser Einsatz ist klar, den Tonnagekrieg gewinnen, indem wir die britischen Schifffahrtswege blockieren. Das britische Empire ist mächtig, aber diese Macht hängt stark vom Seehandel ab. Die Briten behaupten, dass sie eine neue Wunderwaffe namens Aztec haben, die unsere U-Boote überflüssig macht. Aber wir arbeiten an Gegenmaßnahmen, um dem zu begegnen. Unsere U-Boote werden nachts an der Oberfläche operieren und wenn möglich Wolfsrudeltaktiken anwenden. Wir hoffen, Frankreich aus dem Konflikt heraushalten zu können. Daher sollten französische Schiffe nur im Selbstverteidigungsfall versenkt werden. Unser Hauptziel ist Großbritannien.
Okay, so keep France out of the war. Join a wolf pack mission against the British. The British have a new weapon called the ANCIC, A-N-C-I-C, that is used to stop submarines. So you need to make sure that ASDIC, thank you, ASDIC, missed a little bit. What does ASDIC stand for? Like, it's not a secret, so if you want to type it out, I really appreciate it. We have to make sure that Britannia no longer rules the waves. So, largest weakness of the Empire is interconnectivity and depends on naval trade. They're an island after all. Our U-boat forces are especially capable of striking at the weak spot by blocking major trade routes. Go sink some merchant ships in these squares. For that, we'll get 600 money and 200% reputation, I think, possibly. Active Submarine Detection Investigation Committee. Okay, so it's a group as opposed to technology. They've learned active sonar, though. Okay, cool. Thank you very much for keeping that. Okay, a sonar that uses hydrophones like I do to locate objects underwater. Okay, so I had no idea that sonar was hydrophones. I don't know what I thought it was. Okay. Being honest with you, I thought that sonar was like you send sound waves out, like you talk on the hydrophone, and then you listen to what comes back on the hydrophone. That's like echo based. Like, again, I know nothing about science at all, so is that roughly correct? Because I thought hydrophones were just for listening, but maybe they're for talking too. Who knows? Underwater bat technology, that's active sonar. So what is, I guess, passive sonar? Hey, Jim, good seeing you. Gotta watch a great Orioles game. Awesome. Was it done in 9? Or did you get some extra innings? Hope it was a good time, my friend. Or glad to know it's a good time, my friend. I realize that I'm now making some of you, requesting some of you to like type out master's theses on military technology in chat, where I could very easily just look it up. Also, you should be aware if you type an overly long message in chat, Twitch eats it, and I don't get to see it. Past listeners listening, a hydrophone is just the ear for the sub. Okay. Sonar is active, hydrophone's passive. Okay. So what the British have developed is not just hydrophones like I have, just passive listening, but instead the ability to ping out and listen for what comes back. Okay, well, that's pretty bad. There are probably a small number of vessels here. GRT. So when I sunk the one Swedish ship by using demolition charges, I wonder if this is the contribution I've made so far. Gross registered tonnage. Okay. So some's been sunk. We have to sink more though. Got it. Jim, Orioles are down all game. Hit a grand slam in the 8th to win. That is very exciting. What I love most about grand slam moments is it builds up hope so much, right? You see those runners on base. All the bases are loaded. And then someone has the possibility of hitting a home run. And I feel myself getting more and more excited. And then it happens, right? Instead of this player, weakly grounding out, they hit a home run. It's the same kind of feeling I have while watching football, right? The amazing setup of the score, the really effective passing from player to player, the effective ball at the feet, so whatever it is. I love the building up of anticipation in the world, but I think sports are great for this. That's very cool. Very cool. All right, let's choose this mission. It's low difficulty, but for a new player like me, that seems like a very good mission. So let's do that one. Real quick though, there's another tonnage war in just a smaller sector, AN1. This is high difficulty though, so let's not do the high one yet. Okay, cool. Active sonar tells everyone in the area where you are. Okay, you have to send out and bounce back. Got it. Okay, before we head out, we should probably go to the warehouse and make sure we have enough food especially. Show me what you got.
Die Lagerbestände an.
Okay, so I believe the tutorial didn't consume any of our food. We still have quite a bit of that. Earlier we were told we were low on spare parts because we'd had to repair the airplane's damage. So let me take 5, sure. Oh, it's 5 stacks, or is it 5 parts? It's only 5 parts, got it. We don't have any lubricant. Normally the U-boat carries enough lubricant. However, sustained high RPM operation can wear down the engines. Without timely application of additional lubricant, worn engine proves black smoke, a dead giveaway to location. Okay, I don't know if I need this, but it's really cheap. I'll go and buy 5 of them just in case. And then medical kits for wounded or sick people. It's best used by an officer with proper medical training. The radio man's the doctor, apparently. Hey, Zocta, good seeing ya. I'm gonna add just 2 more of these. How did it know I wanted 2? Maybe because I dragged into the stack and a full stack's 5. I do not know that. Okay, so that is good. On food, again, I think we have enough. I wonder if the men get a higher willingness to do what I say if they have a wider variety of food. All right, let's go and get them some veggies also. How much money do we have? Are we just spending? Oh, there it is, about 5,000. I'm sure I need to save big for eventual upgrades. This seems good. Also, we need to be absolutely certain that we fire Meyer. Must fire Meyer before we leave. I like his name rhymes also. Fire Meyer. So good. We also blasted torpedoes earlier. So we have no torpedoes on board. Can you imagine if we went to sea with no torpedoes? Oh, how the game would mock me. So this kind is totally free. The other kind is 200. I don't want to waste money, but my guess is that we'll earn more than 200 for sinking ships. So we go and load ourselves with the best kind of torpedoes for now. And we can only store 2 additional torpedoes. Let's also buy just the best of those as well. So now it takes almost 2 full days to transport all goods. I'm guessing it's very careful work to bring torpedoes over. Fuel tanks are full, awesome. We used our 1 demolition charge, let's take more of that. We do not have a diving suit. A diving suit's 9,000 money. Don't think we need that. A rifle's 5,000. I don't exactly understand how the German Navy works. Maybe these are like special fun items. They're not part of the ship's normal complement. But it just seems strange they would charge me big money for things I need for the actual running of the ship. Coffee is restoring energy. I don't know much about energy yet. Coffee beans are scarce here. They're 200 each. I'm going to buy just one coffee, and we'll stack them up. Good. Okay. We have a little bit of everything now. Large caliber AP ammo for damage to hulls. Thinking maybe we should have a combination of both kind of ammo to switch out. Okay. AP ammo is armor piercing, I believe, versus HE. Causes standard damage to hit hulls and crews. Having a large damage radius increased ability to cause a fire. HE stands for what, please, friends? Is it explosive of some kind? Because it causes a fire. HE is better for shooting ships with a bit gamey, though. Okay. I would assume that the arm piercing better. It is high explosive. Okay, cool. Well, let's take some of that also. Let's take 500. Hello? Oh, there we go. Got to get exactly 500. Perfection. And then we could add more. Oh, is this actually both being loaded into the flak gun? So the flak gun's going to be a ton of one kind and then suddenly high explosive. I love it. I love it. All right, team. Potatoes are totally free. If you're going to starve, potatoes all the way. Let's go ahead and buy some sausages also. So many sausages for us. I hope I can see all these things inside this ship. I haven't seen the storage room, I don't believe, but there you go. Our storage room slots are mostly full. We can carry so much more kilograms, though. All right, so I can take command of a different U-boat or upgrade the boat. So you can't see all the upgrades. Or maybe you can, but right now the only upgrade available is indeed in the listening room. And we need to research for that. Okay, done with you. So next up, we want to talk to the person in charge of recruitment. I want to look at my crew first, though. So we know the personality of one person, Meyer. He is anxious indeed. The sailor may sometimes break in panic when stress levels on the boat are at their peak. Okay, I bought 5 more spare parts for this. I'm not sure if 5's enough, 5 plus 3, but we'll see. So Meyer must be traded out. Hopefully he can find a good job somewhere else, but panicking on a submarine is absolutely unacceptable. So I wish to send you away. Huh. I wonder if readied means not on the ship, we'll hang out and like sweep the local deck. Everyone costs the same amount. We want to read people's stories to see if they do well. I will not read all of them, though as I found earlier, Eberhard Stock is a playboy and a reveler, joined to pick up girls in his uniform. So what do you want to bet? I'm not going to test this, but what do you want to bet that Stock is actually the greatest character in the whole game because he finds his mission, he finds his duty on the boat, and gives up on the reason that he joined the military. That makes this into a movie, absolutely. I wonder. Only way to find out, it feels too obvious. Alright, so Helmut Bloom comes from a Prussian officer family. He wants to enter officer candidate school, but he couldn't wait to pay back the British for World War I, which his uncle died at sea. His father does not respect him. He's not obtained the rank of officer. Therefore, he does everything in his power to achieve the rank of senior mate as soon as possible and earn medals. According to him, all methods allowed would make him unpopular with comrades. So he has a cool motivation, but he's probably trying to move through too fast and will destabilize the crew. Eric Hoffman, how are you? Family of sailors in Bremen. His father's a Kriegsmarine officer, and his two brothers serve aboard submarines. There we go, submarines. It said in the barracks he only met the recruiting requirements thanks to his father's connections. Consequently, his training path was not easy. He's very ambitious and works hard to show he can handle it without help. Reading his passion. He's writing his own novel. Due to a strict Catholic upbringing, he's ridiculed by others. That sounds like a discipline problem. That's not a problem with him. Karl Weber, Prussian author family. Okay, this is the exact same story as the fellow above. Gunther Müller never thought about serving at sea. His parents have a tavern outside Munich. Even in his youth, he regularly helped in the kitchen. However, the start of the war changed his plan of taking over the tavern. He was called up for military service and served as a kitchen assistant in an infantry battalion. Lentil soup with bacon from the field kitchen was not enough for him, so he volunteered as a ship's cook. He's always in a good mood and has an inexhaustible repertoire of jokes, which is not liked by the senior officers. Nevertheless, he's highly appreciated by most captains as he maintains high morale even in difficult situations thanks to his cooking skills and his cheerful disposition. Additionally, they turn a blind eye to his weight problem. He has a good knowledge of food storage, so carrying him, yes indeed, means he's bringing beer from the tavern. Number 2, it'll take us more fuel to drag him along. But, you know what? I like Gunter. Gunter, you come along, my friend. There are many more people for us to engage with in the game. Eventually we'll figure out how exactly to discover all these personalities. Gunter, did you show up? There he is. He's on board now. Great. I don't know how the characters are listed here. Oh, you know what? Is this the list of the characters that are waiting with the crew guy? Big Gunt indeed. Big Gunter's with us all the way. Gunter? 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 The umlaut means Gunter, correct? Fun with noises. These other people may already be part of my team, and I ignored them entirely for here. There are more tabs indeed. We can start giving people particular jobs. Is it they're best at, or just what, like the order in which they're going to do things? I think this is their skill level. I can change the number of those, perhaps not. So I think it's saying, oh, okay, that means 1. I press shift to adjust priorities, or click to enter a number manually. Okay, so yes indeed. How do I type in 10 without becoming 1 immediately? There we go. So most important thing for Rieger, the chief's boatswain, is to go yell at the men. I don't know what these other duties mean. Like, I see radio. I think this is navigation. I think this is playing cards. So our mechanic does mechanics things. No one's responsible for something torpedoes, maybe mines. Too many tabs. We can change who's awake when. We can put people on different shifts. We can assign different night squads and so on. We can't get any specialization points yet, maybe someday. And the boat has no clear dive versus surface schedule. I got no idea. Make sure everything's 10. If everything is top priority, nothing is top priority. This is why I put everything at priority 9, because there's no one saying if everything's priority 9. Oh, no, there we go. Yes, this rhymes. If everything's priority 9, it's all fine. Genius, I found a way around this with the normal rule. Bosun indeed, I remember this now. Bosun's how we say this word right here. Chief Bosun. We leave out a lot of letters there. We'll figure out eventually. We bought stuff. We have a mission. We recruited some dudes. I haven't done anything in the headquarters yet. I know there's a, let's go do tonnage battle here eventually. So we can send an officer to the Luftwaffe headquarters to explain which areas around Scapa Flow are of special importance to the Kriegsmarine. This will ensure that upcoming aerial reconnaissance will include more useful intelligence to us and will help to identify potential anti-submarine defense measures in the vicinity. We don't have enough reputation to do that. Luftwaffe do not care who we are. Over here we have build the Helgoland pens. Again, not enough. Looks like you need reputation to do anything. So right now we're doing nothing there. Okay, also, our boat was recently damaged by the enemy. There may be damages of the boat of which we're not aware. You can assign an engineer or a radio man to the command station, along with a few sailors for a check of the boat. Please note, the command station is available only if there's an active alarm on the ship. To toggle the alarm, open the telegraph and click on Achtung! Shallow waters, lower buoyancy, 10% visibility, 5 of 5. Alright, so I'm surprised that here in port we can't do ourselves some kind of inspection. Apparently we can't. So for now we wait for a while we pack in our new items. Alright, important notice. Hostile actions on the part of the Polish allies, England and France, are not to be expected. Hostile actions against them prohibited until further notice. My mission is tonnage battle. So I thought I was supposed to go sink things in the English Channel or in the North Sea or something. I don't know. From FDU. Alright. Hostility to the United Kingdom. In all submarines, English ships are considered hostile with immediate effect. At present, all first wave submarines are instructed to attack freighters in accordance with the terms of the prize rules. As long as the prize rules are in force, cargo ships firing the English flag may be attacked without warning. By waiting multiple days, I didn't get my mail call, unfortunately. So, in Ray, France. France has been at war with us since 1700 hours today. Defensive actions against French warships and freighters are permitted. Submarines are not allowed to border attack French-flagged vessels. Self-defense is allowed. So, offense against UK vessels with no warning. French, do not be attacked unless defensively. Okay, no more messages. Thank goodness. Friends, it is time for us to launch ourselves. Hello, friends. Hey, the radio room. Haro von Dretsky works in the radio room, resupply, play music, or leave the station. There are a few radio stations we receive. We can play them to speakers on the ship if we want to boost the crew's morale a little bit. So, Williamshaven Radio, Gibraltar, or London. I don't think, morale might go up, but loyalty might go down if we listen to London. So listen to local propaganda, thank you. we begin with the Ride of the Valkyries. This is what we need for launching our ship. All right. So, everybody. All right, chill. All right, no music for the men. We're gonna be using this during battle though. We'll inspire them during battle. Friends, we were going to see at once. I should probably set up some kind of order of where we're going. Very appreciative that we've been shown where we're supposed to go. That is amazing. As you mentioned it yesterday, that the German Navy went down the Thames with the Imperial March going, boom, 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 etc. Okay, so let's like patrol this area. Something. Okay, we can see here the discipline of our crew. Determines how resistant to combat stress the crew is. If discipline becomes hard to manage due to high fatigue, consider returning to port and sending the crew on a vacation. So it's going up by 2. They're already fatigued. You've genuinely just loaded the ship. Okay. Too much work. They like to have a variety of food. They like to play the cards. They like the lights are on. So it is going up. We can see the area there. Fuel's going down. Fine. Our boat's buoyancy is 90. So I never know what buoyancy number is good. I never know if I should drive out water anytime it goes up at all. Not sure. Anyway, what I am sure about is we're going to go here and just patrol some and see what we find. And this search pattern does not seem ideal. We're pointing in the wrong direction. If after we get there, we'll figure out what we're doing. That's lovely. That's absolutely lovely. Okay, so we need to inspect this ship, apparently. We haven't even left port yet. Again, surprised I can't do that in port here, but we push F4 and Octung, apparently. There it is. Yeah, again, can't do it in this view, unfortunately. You can interact with your officers, but this thing back here you can't use in first-person view, it seems. Third person they always can. So alarm wee-oo, and then assign an engineer. Pause. Assign an engineer or radio man to the command station control room to perform a full check of the boat. Okay, so command station. Is up here possibly? Conning tower. It's at the control room. I'm pretty sure that this below is the control room. Huh. Anybody know how to deal with this? Anybody clear about how I get rid of this? Problems are happening. Command station's only available with active alarm. So Octung does it. We had to wait for a moment to come online. There it is. There it is. Command station's here. Okay. So, command station. We have to select an engineer radio man to do it. Hello, engineer. Command station, please. There we go. Okay. And then We're going to search for flaws by giving him some sailors to work with him. We got it. We got it. It's now we're continuing along. Meyer? Meyer? Ah, your brother Stefan. Stefan Meyer, fine. Dietrich Meyer, what a bad kid. I wish I would have fired him, seriously. I know someone mentioned earlier I could shoot him to get rid of him, but let's watch the inspection happening. Hey, look! The sausage hangs there. So yes, indeed, the things I buy, I believe, do show up inside the submarine. I bought some veggies. Huh. Okay, there's a bunch of food in the storage room. I can move it into the galley if I want to. Now, with that moved... This is, of course, the important thing. Not looking for damage, but instead... What's this? What's this thing? Oh, why are we loading torpedoes at sea? Why did you not do that in the port? But cool, they have this rail. Oh, it's gone now. They have a rail thing they use to move torpedoes instead of just like carrying them themselves. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Oh, freighter sighted. Thank you. I was busy enjoying myself. Pause the game. Pause the. Wait. I think that's probably a friendly freighter. We're still in the port. Thanks for catching that, though. So, is there a hotkey for this? It just says map. We're still not in Freighterville. I appreciate you keeping it. I was ready to fire on a German ship. Freighter. Yeah, I want to finish the patrol here, so I can leave panic mode. Yeah, we discovered 3 ships called the SS Alk, the SS Ariga, the SS Agia Falcini. Now, maybe it's the case that these ships are indeed flying under a false flag. Who knows? Who knows? Yeah, I can speed up time. I just want to make sure that I can not have the Octoon going too long. Now, there's no longer a comment about the inspection needed, but Lemcuter is indeed doing damage control. The officer refuses to rest until combat's over. Why did we stop, team? I'm going to kill the Octoon.
Alarm beenden.
Okay. And then we're full stop for some reason. No idea why. Back to normal speed, please.
Voraus.
We should be working our way along then. Apparently nothing was problematic on the ship, actually, factually. Discipline's going back up again. Rieger is very happy he brought a book along. Oh, may I change the names now? May I change the names now? I wanted to do that once we're actually in the game. Aha! Aha! Here it is. Alright, thank you for the resubscription today. Fears, I appreciate it. Okay. Your name would be Klaus Fierce Z. Probably Polish. That's fine, though. Thank you for that indeed. You are now our engineer. Hey, Max, this is indeed my Wrexham top. I follow Wrexham way too closely. I spend approximately 90% of my waking life on the Red Passion Wrexham forum. Love it so much. And yeah, my new shirt's not come in yet, but I will be up late tonight watching the Wrexham match as one does. Alright. We only have 9 minutes left in today's stream. I'm gonna go ahead and do a giveaway though. I'm gonna do a giveaway for the other officer names. As of right now, I'm not gonna name the basic sailors, but it'd be a fun time to get some of you in the boat who want to be in the boat. There are how many more names to give away? 1, 2, 3 names to give away. So if you're interested in getting yourself a name on this ship, give me just 1 second to set up the giveaway. It should be going now. So if you type literally anything into Twitch chat, you should have an opportunity to win big. Yeah, there it is. Go ahead and type literally anything or a word or like hello resorty, it's good to see you. Polite bit of banter maybe, like banter. Can you misspell it? Thorn, you misspelled it. Terrible, terrible. But yeah, just type in for the next few minutes here and we'll go ahead and do a giveaway. Should be good. Yeah, ha's good, yo is good. It's great. Appreciate the fun we're having here. So yeah, how are you liking this game? I'll ask while people are typing stuff. Now I realize that asking questions that makes you type in chat. If in typing chat you do not want to win, that's fine too. 1-2 Bravo Gaming, thank you for the resubscription. I appreciate that. For resub, I'm gonna go ahead and make you one of our loyal sailors. So Albert Vogel, you're gonna become Bravo Gaming. You must be Bravo something. Dieter Bravo Baum. Bravo Tree. Beautiful. Alright, love watching this game. I'm glad you're enjoying it. That's awesome. You want to be the guy I wanted to fire? Peddler, if you win, I'll make you that guy. You're just going to spend your life on the pier. Alright, here we go. We're doing 3 giveaways. Number 1, Thorn969. You will be among the officers. You will be previously called Limecooler. You are engineer number 2, I believe. And so your name is me, Thorn. No, your first German name. You'll be Friedrich. Beautiful. Thorn Thaler. That's German, right? Maybe only one L. Not sure anyway. Alright, must have proper German names. Winner number 2 is going to be Artorius. Thanks for being here, Artorius. You will take the role of, oh wow, you get to be the bosun, second in charge on the ship, Artorius. So, Axel, is that a name? Axel Artorius. What's a German name I know? El, like Hegel. Beautiful. And our last giveaway character shall be Zendul or Zendule. I'm not sure how to say your name, friend, but you're gonna win big here as our final character. Halder von Dretzky, the Radio Man, becomes instead. I'm never remember people's jobs now. Luckily, there's a little icon. Franz is better, or Heinrich. Oh, you'll be Heinrich. Zen. How do you say this? Is it Dule or Dule? Dele? Heinrich, that's a fine name. Zendul, I can do that. Zendul. Ish. Perfect. Alright, friends, we have our German named officers. I'm gonna save the basic sailors for subscriptions and so on, but thank you all for being here. That is beautiful. We're now leaving the port. Whoa, D. We are not National Socials here. We're instead loyal members of the Royal Navy. We're trying to do as Rommel himself did, is trying to do our duty to our nation. Patriots through and through, not the nasty N-word, thank you. I mean, you know the N-word, surely. All right, let's go and speed up and get our way to our patrol area. That's good. We are underway, it's true. We're also above the sea. So, I think we discussed that maybe it would be ideal for us to be underwater while patrolling at daytime and above the water while patrolling at nighttime. That said, as we also established that we are very tiny, and so we're unlikely to be spotted unless like airplanes flying over. So for right now, I think we're just gonna patrol while above the water. The matter 87, numbers will be full in 6 days. So I don't know how to load. Oh, you know what? Okay, I was like, pause the game. If I take away the sailors. Hey, there we go. So work from the officers means that people are assigned to help the officers in something. So it went from -7 to -2 instead. I'm not sure what -2 is, as no one's assigned to an officer right now at all. But, fascinating. Okay, back to speed again. Go absolute top speed. People are sleeping. Torpedo at tube 2 maintained. I have no idea what it is to maintain a torpedo. Having seen some movies, I like imagining that we are taking a torpedo out and hitting it quietly with a hammer. I don't know what's that used for other than sending SOS via hydrophone, I suppose. We're in the patrol zone. We are now patrolling. Let's travel 1,000 kilometers in here. We can go and send our first report because we are actively above the water. Sink enemy trade ships with a total gross tonnage of 4,000. Hey Shardik, which realism level did I go with? So I did maximum realism on crew care, like the management side, and the entertaining realism on the first one. So I think my realism numbers is not impressively high. Yeah, it's 26%. We could try to turn that up some. I just don't know like what's worth turning up. Yeah, I went ahead and said expanded sailor management, yes. Hardcore aiming terrifies me. Economic difficulty I'm actually fine with moving up to harder difficulty. Oh, can you not change these things? Oh, that's too bad. Yeah, I have no idea. I have no idea what I should have chosen, but this is where I'm starting. We'll see how it goes. One of these days I'm going to do a torpedo solution myself. We're letting our friends know back home that yes, indeed, we have gotten to the sector. Alright, cool. Now, shall we go ahead and go underwater? Awesome, report sent, A+ yet, made some money. That money will become food very soon. Okay, men, I don't know how y'all feel about being below the water, but I want to go down to periscope depth. Or Deca Wash. I've yet to use Deca Wash. That keeps the conning tower above, I believe. Periscope, go! Now, do the men care we got underwater? No. I think the lights are on still. The air quality is quite good, but then they start going down because we're not above. And then also, fuel's still good. We are still on diesel until we get under the sea. Da-da-da-da. Okay, well, what's happening? Let's go and go down, see what's happening down here. Hello, men. Good to see you. Very proud of you all. So now I'm allowed to take over any of the... Hey, people are experience points. It's cool to see. I'm able to take over any jobs I want. May I cook? If there's a cooking mama minigame... No. So there's only open galley storage.
Auf E-Motoren wechseln.
We're now on electric power. Food stored in the kitchen will last for 8 days. 24 days in stored reserves. I moved everything into the galley itself, so my cook had lots of things to do. No reason to do that. We're back in the storeroom, so it preserves much farther, much longer. That said, will they cook from the storage area? It doesn't say they will. So I hope they get food out of the galley. If the men are only eating potatoes, they're pretty darn cross over that. I love that our discipline is, in fact, the Iron Cross. Alright, unpause that game. I wish I could sweep. Alright, I want to learn about other stations now. Air compression, we have apparently full air. Nothing is showing on that at all right now. Our bilge is totally empty. There's time to sleep. The engine is currently occupied by Friedrich Thornthaler. Yes, indeed he is. do that job. I can't take it over. Everything goes in storage. If there's no food, they won't pull from storage. Oh, you expect so? Okay, in that case, I don't want to just have potatoes. I'll be able to cook from veggies also, for now at least. And some sausages. Enjoy your sausages. How long till it spoils? 6 days. That's a long time. I'm not even sure we'll be out 6 days. I'll go and listen.
Bestätige.
Think we're alone now. Doesn't seem to be anyone around. Think we're alone now. I don't know how to use this thing. I haven't gone the full possible arc. Oh! Heard a little tick over here. Is that black mark the tick I heard? I feel like I might need headphones to play as part of the game well. So I'm not sure I'm actually hearing anything. What is this? Use the knob to select frequency. Low frequency to distance targets. Medium is medium distance. High is close ones. Use this knob to select cutoff frequency. Useful to remove low frequency environmental noises. We gotta get rid of the whale sounds. Okay. So the black indicator is what we're cutting off. Cool. Adjust volume. Well, obviously, I can't hear, so maximum volume's good. I promise I'll not spend the whole playthrough trying to hear something I can't hear. Especially while I'm talking. Hello? Is this thing on? Hello? It's part of patrolling, I know. Wait. Okay, let's go to periscope depth to use the hydrophone. We don't need to full stop. We just know the sound behind us is our own propellers. Do I have headphones on? I have no idea. I mean, we don't hear the chatter of the crew. And I haven't ordered the crew to full silence. Huh. Whichever way, someone else get on work on that. Thank you. Wakey, get to work. Oh, here, what's this? What's this blue bar? I have no idea. Good job, guys. I do want to take over on this thing.
Ich benötige Ihre
Oh, no,
Unterstützung.
it's all right.
Folgen Sie mir.
Get back to
Das
your
erledigt,
work.
Herr Kaloy.
the very moment when one when one orders someone to follow with you, someone else comes sliding on in there. I wish you have to be an engineer to improve depth keeping. That's one of those silly bugs, I'm afraid. All right. I'll see you play cards.
Bitte.
Who wants to play? Hello, Ham. How's it going? Unfortunately, it seems there's not a way to actively play poker while playing. I would love to play poker in this game, a little mini game, but no. Friends, it is the case an ad break is coming. Friends, it is the case it's noon on a Saturday, and so friends, it is the case that I'm gonna have to save the game there. As a new active game, our first time after saving the game, Patrol 1, A+ stream for sure. So friends, we'll go ahead and do 3 minutes of ad break. We'll go ahead and do a tiny bit of crossword puzzle while the ad break is running. But I want to say thank you. It's been a really rough week as far as, getting COVID and having a day and a half of being basically dead, now resurrected. Amen. But thank you for your friendship and your good wishes all the way through. It's been really, really nice. So I'll keep that in mind as tomorrow's day off. Hello to you, oh boy. Spirotlex. The hydrophone works best at a depth of 50 meters. Okay, we'll try that next game, for sure, for sure. So tomorrow, my day off. Monday, though, we will be back at it. We'll be right here, probably for 4 or 5 hours, I'm guessing, as long as my voice holds up, because I'm starting to get really into this game. I tend to mostly get really into grand strategy games, but this one is getting its hooks in me. So hopefully you enjoy watching me not be sure how to drive the boat, but still driving the boat. Ad break is coming, I said. You hope Noms is resting? Jim, indeed she is. Sorry. Noms is enough ill right now that she fully recognizes she needs to be caring for herself. So she's probably in bed right now. She slept basically all of yesterday. It was so strange for me to see Noms, who's usually so like energetic, fiery in all things, be instead just profoundly passive and weak. But she is up and around again, so thank you for the well wishes, though. She actually did not go to work on Friday. Had someone fill in for a speech she needed to give, which for Noms is so unusual. Like intentionally refusing to make a public presentation that people expect her to do. It is very hard for her to step away. So I'm very proud of her for taking care of herself, don't you know? All right, this is the Monday puzzle for this past week, a day I was ill. So we're gonna just try to, well actually no, this is Monday of last week, which means we should be able to see if there's a Tuesday of this week. We have not done that yet. Wednesday of this week, we have done. Alright, so the Tuesday this week we've not done yet. And the 19th was indeed the Monday of this week. Okay, cool. Let's work on this one now. Like a lunch eaten in one's cubicle cutesily. There's nothing cute about staying at work during lunchtime. I have no idea. Barking mammals. Dogs bark. Barks? I have no idea. Logic by which refunds for returned clothes are treated as earnings per facetious coinage. No idea. No idea. Hey, OBS Dark, good seeing you. Have a nice time watching some X-Files tonight. Sounds like a lovely date for sure. Don't write this off just yet. Pay attention, keep it in mind. Not sure. A total narcissist. The word ego tripper does not fit in. Person who's all about themselves, a self-involved, what soap operas have in abundance, drama. State across the Hoover Dam from Arizona, I think it's Colorado possibly, starts up again. Something with an S at the end, I assume. Egg layer. The egg has a shell, it has a, egg layer. The animal that lays the egg is a hen, good. Pick up the check, pay for, treat probably. Love it, love it, love it. A Turner who led an 1831 rebellion is Nat Turner. Some smushy-faced Instagram stars. I have no idea what that means. Smushy-faced Instagram stars. Yeah, no idea. Friends, the ad break's over. I'm gonna do 2 more than say goodbye. Ice hockey, field hockey, or underwater hockey, for example. They're variants of a game. They are team sports. They could just be sport. No, it'd be sports plural in this case. All right, last one for now. Bad mouth. To diss, to insult, to do a lot of things. Well, an okay start on a puzzle. We have a whole backlog to do next week, and we will do that. For now, though, folks, I appreciate you. I thank you, and hope you have a good weekend. When you come back on Monday, make sure you let me know how it's going. Hopefully you find some relaxation to do, maybe spend some time with friends, probably watch another stream, but make sure you come back on Monday, okay? Hopefully so. Thank you, friends, so much. See you again real soon. I will restart my computer, I promise. Maybe.